think we're on, people.
Welcome to Anything for the Podcast. My name is Willie.
I'm Chris.
And I am Memo.
And today we're joined by the white man, the legend himself.
Yo, Zack Vile. What's up, everybody?
What up, Zach?
How's it going?
Dude, last time I saw you, fuck. it was even like a little bit way before quarantine even started. I think I didn't go to the bar for like a month and a half.
Probably, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and that was the last time I saw Zach. No, I think it was when we went out with our friends that one night. I think that was the last time I saw Zach in person, and then the world shut down.
Dude, I went out the night when the government was like avoid like gatherings at all costs. I went out and like blacked out at a bar.
Dude, I was at round one. Round one opened in Burbank.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We were gonna go there too.
Yeah, that weekend we went. Oh, dude, the weekend the world shut down. We got all you can eat sushi with our friends, and then
that's a good night.
Yeah, that Sunday. Yeah, that Sunday morning, we brunched at all you can eat sushi. We went to Midori. And then after that, we're like, what else are we going to do? And nice. That was weird.
Yeah, nothing fell.
Okay. And we went to round one because that was the opening weekend in Burbank.
Right.
And it was so sad because there was no one there. And it was like, oh, and then my dad calls me. He's like, where are you? I was like, I'm at round one. Why are you there? This is because it just opened. Do you not know what the world is going through right now?
I think that's
Dad, chill.
No one knows what the world is going through.
He's like,
right
they just
now.
announced that they're shutting everything down.
I think,
like, God damn it!
Because when it first started happening, I remember talking to you about Zach at the bar, and we are just like, oh fuck it, it's not gonna come here. But like when the world shut down, what was your immediate thought? Like,
Well, the thing is, like, with people like Memo, like, if I don't see a bar regular for a while, I'm like, oh, they're doing really well.
Good for that person.
That was a good way to look at it.
They're not coming in here. They're getting fulfillment, elsewhere. And then I haven't seen anybody, and it's the total opposite. We're all doing bad. Everything's bad. But it shut down real quick for the bar industry. I mean, it was almost like turning a switch on. I mean, after that first week, we were just done. It was just doors closed. And there's honestly no end in sight.
no.
I gotta say, it's a little bit fun to think about. It's like, what's gonna happen? Keep us on our toes, but it's also
New World Order.
Really depressing, and
But like, weren't you guys doing like to go for a bit?
Yeah, that was all Dave though. Dave was just like, can't afford employees right now. I'm just going to go in there every day, try to sling some bottles. They stopped that like 2 months ago. He was just like, not enough money, too much stress. So they're like waiting. I think they're going to wait it out.
A lot of places are like limiting their menus too, just because like they can't afford to like purchase everything, so there's just the popular items will just kind of sell. It doesn't make any sense to keep like the flan. Nobody orders like dessert at restaurants or anything.
Well, I mean, I remember when we went to go to Salsas and Beers in North Hollywood. Mm-hmm. So we went there one time. We went to go pick up.
Wait, you guys go to other bars?
No, no, never.
What? Unheard of.
Well, shut up.
So we went to go pick up some food. We walk in, dude. It was like a dungeon.
Yeah,
like
it was
dark.
Really weird.
Like none of the house lights were on. Just making margaritas to go and just like looking disgusting. With
why weren't the lights on? If anything, like all of the lights should be on at this point, because usually it's dark, during normal, I guess, when everyone is allowed to dine in. But like now that no one's there, like keep the lights on so everyone can fucking see, like all the employees.
Where's all the money going to come to pay for that electrical bill?
Yeah, they gotta save as much as they can at this point.
No AC, no lights. Yeah,
it's like a restaurant concept by Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, dude,
the experience.
Yo, just okay. One thing, Guillermo del Toro. I got so fucking pissed this week when Post Malone was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Because he called Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Dude, if I was there, I would have fucking slapped the shit out of Joe Rogan. Like, I was so fucking mad.
Guillermo?
Oh, okay, Aaron. Then my whole life, that was the bullshit I went through. Like, Guillermo. I had a teacher for, I was in AP government, and Mr. Sarquiz.
Stealth.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, Mr. Sarquiz.
Yeah.
And he said my name wrong at first on the first day, and I was like, oh, it's Guillermo.
Yeah.
Noted, Guillermo. I might get it wrong. Correct me next time.
How have you never heard that name before as a teacher?
As a teacher? Well, no.
In
As a
SoCal.
human being.
Yeah, you
As
know
an
what I mean?
adult.
Yeah, but I go to Burbank High School. I went to Burbank High School,
Yeah.
dude. It was
but
predominantly
still, you're
Caucasian
the first
school,
Guillermo
yeah.
that he's ever like
encountered.
that's-
Maybe. I don't know, dude. I thought I was the only Guillermo in most of my life growing up because of
True,
all
yeah.
this. But anyways,
Burbank.
so the worst part was he would use me as examples in class of someone breaking the law. And I was like, dude, and he's like, all right, guys, so he would say, my buddy Guillermo here. And I was like, it's Guillermo.
It's home.
Guillermo. He's like, just keep it for the example. My buddy Guillermo here would he raped your grandmother, slit her throat, and does he have any constitutional rights after doing that? The class all together, no. And I'm just there, and then all you hear is some fucking idiot in the background. Damn, Guillermo, why would you do that? I'm like, the fuck?
You were two examples away from fucking life in jail.
Yeah,
I
dude.
know, dude.
Yeah,
I think he was fucking with you, man. That's AP government. Why are you talking about rape? Like,
dude. I was like, come on. And every year he would get like best teacher, like teacher of the year for like from the seniors, like for seniors
Yeah.
awards and all that shit. I'm like,
from
okay,
the white seniors.
from the white seniors. No, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? my buddy, the rapist Guillermo. I'm like, dillhole, dude. Why are you buddies with me? You're an accomplice. Why do you know so much about what happened back there, dude?
You know, like I have like I went to school in Van Nuys, right? And
Liar.
I had this teacher. Well, I didn't have him personally, but his name was Mr. Brown, and I'm saying his name because he's a piece of shit. He's this white dude, right? And he was like in the farm area.
Mr. Brown was a white guy.
Yeah, Mr. Brown was a white guy. And so he would do the same thing with students.
Okay.
But what got him fired and arrested at work in front of the whole school, dude.
Ooh, here we go.
He picked this kid up in middle school and said, "This is what you're not supposed to look like," and like touched her body,
Whoa, wait. He physically
Yikes.
picked her up?
like out of her seat. And like we're like in 6th, 7th grade, bro. And like he's like, "This is not how you're supposed to look like." And the girl was a little fat.
What was he talking about? Though?
Yeah,
like skin
like
color.
Yeah,
or-
what
No,
was
like
no?
a-
What
wait,
was? Yeah,
wait.
what was the context? Oh,
Wait,
he was.
yeah,
an
bro.
English teacher?
Yeah, English teacher.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Where's the English?
And
No comprendo.
I think like they arrested him, dude. They arrested him like the next day in front of the entire school.
Okay, so this was addressed.
Fucking right away,
Thank
dude.
God. I was like, if this slid through the
I don't know
system,
what's
like,
going on at Burbank Middle School, bro.
Burbank High School?
Burbank High School. I don't know what's going on at Burbank High
There's like
School.
a riot at our
Dude, we
school,
remember
the
those
race
riots?
riot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because sadly it was always between the Armenians and someone else, some
Yeah.
other ethnic. And it was always just a big misunderstanding. And then, we're all fucking kids locked up in a cage, essentially. That's
concrete
high school.
jungle.
Yeah, it's a concrete jungle. But fucking it, and it's so, I think, what was it? Was it a bad drug deal?
I have no idea. I was in middle school at the
One
time,
of them
and
was
I
a
heard
bad,
about
yeah,
it.
the first one I witnessed was a
damn.
bad drug deal.
Jesus.
And the second one
It's
was
probably like just 2 grams worth of weed in high
Yes,
school.
yeah,
That's the bad drug.
I think it's something like
He charged
selling
me
them-
25 and it should have been 20. Like,
Well, there was a
alright,
guy in Burbank High School selling people catnip. This is saying it was weed, and then
That's
people,
rad, dude.
yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
I mean, that's every school had that one fucking
Kid's
con
an
artist, drug dealer.
entrepreneur.
You
No.
guys, Burbank schools are the things that people write movies based off of. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, dead ass, yeah.
But Zach, you didn't grow up here, right?
Nah, North Carolina, man. It's
Nice.
simpler.
Yeah.
It was very simple race wars, black and white.
Simple.
You
not
knew
so
what
much.
side you were on.
Not so much gray.
Exactly. No brown area, just black and white.
Jesus. So how was it growing up out there?
I mean, I don't have like context because that's all I know, but
Yeah.
it was easy, dude. I mean, my high school, my graduating class had 50 people. So
Okay.
Damn.
it was less of like having a problem with somebody because of their race and more like having a problem with them because their mom was a bitch. Like, you knew everybody.
I heard what your
50
mom said. It
people,
was said
that's
in the
2
fucking stands.
classes. Like, that's 2 classrooms full of students.
Say that one more time.
50 people is 2 classrooms full of students.
So you grew up in like a small area.
Small, yeah.
It was actually like actually went to what's called a school of choice, which is like a private school for poor people. Like
Oh, nice.
I think here it's charter school.
Charters and magnets, yeah.
You didn't have to pay anything to go there, but they were like, look, we don't have sports, we don't have a bus system.
You know what you're doing.
This
when
is
you're
just like
here.
if your parents are afraid to send you to your school that
Yeah.
you would have gone to
Yeah.
because of
Right.
your district. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
Crazy.
But like retroactively, like looking back at it, like being here now, it's like, man, out of those 50, 20 of them racist.
20 of them racist.
Well, so then when did you move out here?
I moved 2016. So
Okay, so like for good 4 years.
Yeah. I spent
Well, 3 because this year doesn't really count.
Well, I spent a year in Santa Cruz. That's where I moved first. So I was in the Bay Area for a bit.
Okay.
Too small. Didn't really like it. It was cool. Like, trust me, it's a lot better than North Carolina, but I wanted to be here.
Right.
So 3 years here, hating it. Love it.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, and you're still in the, like, do you stay in the valley?
No, I'm actually in Eagle Rock, Highland
Park.
Park.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
I used to live over in Highland Park on Avenue 52 in Figueroa.
What's the
Oh,
address?
nice. Yeah.
I used to live there,
used
so
to-
who gives a shit now?
I'm a little more on the Eagle Rock side.
Oh,
but Highland
yeah.
Park's cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
They're
Yeah,
really
sure.
changing up that Figueroa where the Highland Park Bowl is at. Have you ever been there?
Yeah.
Super dope
That's
spot. They
right
restored it to look all vintage and mechanical pins being picked up. Super dope.
The Highland Park Bowl?
Yeah.
I always
Old school
wanted to go to
leathers.
that one, yeah.
So badass, man.
Yeah.
So badass.
Yeah, if
Hell
you want to pay like $15 for a Jack and Coke.
Oh yeah, no. See, because I love bowl, dude. I'm into the fucking most
Golfing and bowling.
Caucasian sports, fucking
Yeah.
golf and bowling. I played in a league when I was a kid, dude. I bowled for
Wow.
2 years. It was a lot of fun.
Did you have your own like custom bowling ball?
Yeah, it has my
Yeah.
name on it.
I believe it. I believe
right
it.
there, Guillermo.
Yeah.
I was actually so I told you that my high school didn't have any sports, but if you wanted to, you could go to the school you should have gone to and play sports there.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
I was
wow.
Okay.
captain of the bowling team, baby.
Hey,
Nice!
hell yeah,
Hey,
dude.
right down
You
the
got
middle.
that spin down,
That
dude.
is the one where it's like you don't have to commit anything.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
can smoke cigarettes. Like,
Oh
you can
shit!
do whatever you want, man.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
we are not athletes.
No, dude, it was the
just
Big
dudes.
Lebowski in high school, dude.
Exactly.
No, but that's like the dream for me and Mel. Like after this is all over, when shit opens back up again, we want to form a bowling team, and
Hell
just like with the shirts and like
Hell
the
yeah, dude.
the pants and shit.
Yeah.
Like just have like the slick back hair and the cigarette in the mouth.
Oh,
Well, I'm bald, so
You're
I
gonna
can't
really
do
commit
that.
to it, man.
Fuck.
Really commit to it.
well, originally, Chris's brother Henry and I were supposed to start a bowling league or team of our own, fucking Los Esses Bowling, and we're gonna have the big ass Dickie shirts, but like be choloed the fuck out, just knee high socks,
Hell yeah.
Dickie shorts, or the fucking Pro Club cargos and shit,
Yeah.
just wreck these fucking 70 plus people. Join the senior league.
So you think, dude? They're good.
Dude, they're surprisingly good.
A
Like
3 mile an hour strike. They get it.
fuck, dude. Yeah, because they know the fucking physics of fucking of bowling. They know how to hit that right angle. Like if they can get that break
Well, they had like
perfectly.
80 years of experience, man.
Yeah, dude. Oh no, it's like Denny when we were playing golf. That old ass man playing golf with us. Shit.
That's right. Yeah.
Dude, like golf and bowling.
There's so many little things like in
Mhm.
bowling, like the oil pattern matters.
Yeah.
Dude.
The flip block of your
Mhm.
ball. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Man.
They have different names like dragon pattern, diamond pattern. I was
The
like,
shark and
what?
cheetah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just like, what the like? And when I tell people when I go like casually bowling with people, and they're like, so what do you have to look out for? And I was like, oil patterns, blah blah blah. Like how they're like, that's a thing. Like yeah, they're like what? And I was like, yeah, that's why when you see the ball roll, even though you throw it straight and slow, it'll break and it'll start turning right because you lose oil and the friction makes it move.
Well, you got to think like how boring would that be for a professional bowler if it was
Yeah.
just every lane was exactly the same? Like,
Oh, yeah, no.
everybody would bowl a 300.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just fucking you gotta know how to play with different oil
Damn, dude, I
patterns.
never thought about that about bowling.
Dude, there's so many little things. I thought the same shit about golf. Like, oh, okay, you just whack it and hope it lands near the pin and then fucking get in.
You're
I
not
really
wrong.
want to get into golf. Dude. You
It-
fucking are pulling me into it. God damn it.
Dude, he pulled me into that shit already, dude. Like I'm my goal
I've
right now.
seen, yeah.
My goal right now is to become the best fucking golfer out of all these motherfuckers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No. Let's make this a thing.
No, dude. Like,
Let's
because I'm trying to.
get
What I want to do is I've been watching a lot of golf videos and GM golf. Like him and all his friends in fucking Alabama, they all get together and fucking they play scrimmages. So like they do 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to cultivate a team of all my friends that are somewhat interested in golf. And we'll do a scrimmage against my friend Aaron, who's basically my golf sensei, like showing me how to play golf, and just play against him and his worst
and
players.
He's been talking so much shit too, dude.
Oh yeah,
like when he saw Memo taking me and our friend Hillary out to the golf range, he sent me a video the next day, like it was Count Dooku versus Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Anakin. He's like, when Memo thinks he could bring his Padawans to the fucking to fight me. I told Memo, I'm like, the reason Anakin went to the dark side is because Obi-Wan wasn't done with his Jedi training yet. You're like, maybe you should spend some more time over with Aaron, to see what happens.
What does he say in episode 3? He's like, twice the pride, double the fall.
Double the fall, yeah. Twice the pride, double the fall. Fucking Scooby.
Rest in peace.
Fucking Scooby Dooku, dude. I miss that guy. Mm-hmm.
Hello there.
Yo, so have you been following up on Elon Musk?
Do it.
I mean, how can you not, man? He's just like permeating every social media platform. We need to figure out what our takes are first before we go. I need to know where you guys stand.
I think
he's Tony Stark, dude.
No, I think like he's Tony Stark turning into Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor?
I think he's a good hybrid.
I think Jeff Bezos is Lex Luthor.
Well, just because
he looks identical to fucking Lex Luthor.
He does. He very much.
He has the money for
more
it,
than
so,
Jesse Eisenberg. That
Oh,
that was the weirdest.
That was a weird casting.
Yeah, dude. Like, of all people.
Are you sure it's not like Lex Luthor's secretary?
And he played like a fucking like Zuckerberg type of fucking Lex Luthor. I was like, what?
Fucking intern, executive assistant.
No, but like I don't know. It's something about Elon Musk. Like he's kicking it with Kanye. You know,
he is.
That's
I think
not
they
a good
just
thing.
live weird.
That's not a good thing. Like he was okay when he was with Rogies, but
yeah, when Kanye announced that he was running for president, Elon like tweeted like, "Oh, I support this," and then Kanye was like, "Oh, I'm against abortion and all this stuff," and then Elon was like, I don't think I read your fucking cues correctly or something like that. I don't think I understood your full value.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Well, I feel like he jumps into shit as like he's a semi troll. Like he's like a partial troll with this.
I don't know, man.
It was kind of like in English class when you'd have like a book assigned, you didn't read it, and teacher was like, "Hey, Memo, what do you think?" You're like, "I fucking loved it, dude." And they're like, "What was your favorite part?" And you're like, "Fuck, I didn't read it."
Yeah, dude. Or when you take an SAT class and they're like, "Oh, you have to choose a character to write about," and then you choose a minor character, and then they fucking call you out for choosing the minor character. I feel like that's what Elon Musk is. He's the guy who chose the minor character to write about.
You know, on those writing stories or writing tests that they had in high school, where it's like, "Tell me about a time you rose to the act." You could have lied on every single one of them. You're just making up a story. Just make it up. That's what I figured that out halfway through, and I'm like, oh my god, I think I cracked the code. I
beat the system.
Yeah, I saved my brother.
They're after me.
Yeah.
No, like I mean, well, Elon Musk is also the guy who forced all of his employees to go back to work during the COVID crisis.
But hey,
I don't know if it's
they were
forced or
happy
allowed.
about that. They were happy about
Yeah, they're like, fuck
Is
yeah,
it
dude.
Forced or allowed?
Because that was like the right wing like resistance, like the economy's not going to stop for this. Fucking hell yeah, Elon Musk.
Yeah, dude.
And he's like, yeah, I think Elon's was more like in the mindset of it doesn't make sense to halt unnecessary business to slow everything down. You know, like we know what it is.
You think he had posters up like in the factories and shit? We must continue working.
I hope not.
If he doesn't, he sure does now.
Sure See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like all of us right now are like we're 50-50 on Elon. Like we understand.
I'd say like.
Well, there's no right and wrong way.
Explain.
Explain.
All right,
Zach.
so look, like you have a lot of people who are incredibly wealthy because of who their parents were. But you look at Elon Musk, like blood emeralds, real bad shit in South Africa.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, his mom was a model.
yeah, but his dad That's
Oh,
that's that blood emerald money.
Oh, I
Got
didn't
it.
know
that blood diamond money, bro.
But the thing is, like, if you look at his his Wikipedia page, like I did this morning, no, you see,
Research,
like
bud.
he's always been like a really smart guy. He's
Yeah.
always gone after like what he wants, and yeah, like he's had the opportunity to do that, which is more fortunate than a lot of us.
Yeah.
But like, you gotta commend him on just like the ambition.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course,
Well,
yeah.
I think-
PayPal first, and then
It was a couple things first, but then he had a company that was bought by PayPal, so then he was like one of the higher ups at PayPal. Then
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
sold for like I think 180 million.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He
dude.
saw a pretty.
He
penny
took
off
the
that.
entirety of that 180. He put 100 into SpaceX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put 70 into Tesla and 10 into Solar City.
Mhm.
Like just all of it. Like, we're doing this, and it's
Yeah.
like, dude, that's pretty cool.
Definitely.
I gotta say. However, this like meme lord shit. I don't know. If
Oh, dude, he's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious,
his
bro.
Twitter.
He's dating.
He's
Grimes
not
and-
hilarious. He's a
Bro, he's a
fucking
billionaire who's like, "Fuck you. This is my thoughts. Like these are my jokes. I don't."
This is
yeah.
like, if I were his dad, I'd be like, stop hanging out with Kanye.
Yeah.
This is influence.
I don't want you hanging out with those kids from school anymore.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's black? No, because he's great. I'm
He's
just-
insane. No,
he's
he is.
insane.
All right, Memo.
No, hey, come on, dude. Like, if you think of old school fucking blood
Yeah,
money
no.
motherfuckers, like
Absolutely.
they're yeah, they probably have some ignorant dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
If it's between him
It's a
and
joke,
Jeff
Chris.
Bezos,
It's
it's
a
like,
fucking joke.
Trying to get you
That's
canceled.
the thing, though.
I'm gonna cut that out.
That's the thing, though. I mean, like, I feel like there's so much shit about Elon Musk, like, which makes him a Tony Stark of our generation,
Yeah.
but also he's kind of like
He is
a
Iron
neutral evil, like a what's the word I'm looking for?
Necessary evil.
Necessary evil.
I
Okay.
agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because as far as like billionaires go, or like, I mean, he's in the top 10 of
Oh,
the
for
richest
sure.
people in America. It's
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
Out of that top 10, like, if I'm gonna have dinner with any of them, it's probably Elon Musk.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit down with Mark Zuckerberg
Fuck
and
no.
Mark
No.
Zuckerfuck.
I feel like there's a lot more billionaires that we don't hear of.
But it also
There's only
sucks
like a
that-
handful that like are
Yeah.
in public.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Elon,
That guy who
Tim
owns
Cook.
Spirit Airlines.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Bill Gates, dude.
Bill
And then that
Gates.
Google-
Bill
dude.
Gates, dude.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Is that
Rip.
Rip.
You,
Well,
you lost me on that
Lost me on
one.
that one.
So how do you feel about that, though, Zach? Like the fact that Elon Musk was on Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs.
Ooh.
Who wasn't on the flight logs, dude? I feel like that was like a
Your
one-
name's gonna pop up. All our names are
No,
gonna pop
no,
up.
no, I have zero money.
Zero money.
I feel like it was less like sketchy shit and more just like, yeah, if you're rich and you want to go on a vacation, it was like Jeffrey Epstein was the Expedia for rich people.
Ah,
It's like,
true.
oh, if
True.
you want to go to an island, I own 8 of them.
I own.
Do you want to rape kids? No? Well, there's only one island that doesn't have that.
There's only one that doesn't have that. It's not as fun as the other ones.
I saw
guys.
this,
Just saying.
I saw this tweet.
That's
that-
his sales
I mean,
pitch.
I guess.
guess.
I don't want to.
I
You
saw
don't
this
wanna have fun.
this tweet yesterday. It said, "Well, TikTok's getting banned, so if you want to see 16-year-olds dance, I guess you got to get on a plane with Bill
That
Clinton."
was so good.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's
First
so
of all,
bad.
I love Clinton slander. Love it. Love
Dude.
it. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I still think Bill Clinton should have started a ska band.
He
with
could've.
the saxophone.
Yeah, dude. It
His
would have been
career,
sick.
his career might have taken a little bit of a turn, but
Man, just fucking Bill.
imagine
Just
your president in a ska band.
pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Imagine Donald Trump in a ska band.
Donald.
What would that fucking be
Oh,
like,
God.
dude? What
What
kind
would
of
he even
fucking
play?
Yeah, what would he
music, dude?
play? Would he be the vocalist?
Because I don't know, because Trump's like a golf guy. Well, I mean,
yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, dude, no. Challenge him
what,
to a.
what were your golfing buddies?
I'm gonna
being
challenge
to
him
this
to a one-on-one.
Memos of Trump.
Skank
fan.
off.
putting. I am
Yeah.
not a Trump fan.
You got something to tell us, bro?
Hell no, dude. I don't even know if I can talk about it, but fucking for something I had to do for work, a lot of Trump images showed up, and I had to look for a lot of Trump images and videos, putting him in a good spotlight. And I was just like, oh, this is so bad. I was just staring.
I hate to say it, but get used to it.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
gonna
I
be
mean,
another
it was
4 years of this shit.
it was
man.
just hilarious because my job has nothing to do with politics essentially, but it's just, we were doing research on monuments, like how I said earlier, and then just fucking And they're like, show clips of the president. I'm like,
when this podcast comes out, they're gonna pull you into the HR room.
hey guys, you broke
that episode was unreleased, and we haven't announced it yet.
Well,
do you mind deleting that?
I haven't really mentioned any real details except I talked about Mount Rushmore. I just said I had to look up a lot of shit about Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Can I just say that episode, the cruising.
Oh, the first episode?
That was the first I've ever heard of cruising, and it has fucked my day to day.
Do you kind of just like look at places like, it was like, I bet cruising happens there.
No, it was just like such a good point that it's like, yeah, like straight people, I mean, went unnoticed by me. That like, yeah, like you can flirt with somebody of the opposite sex, and it's fair to assume that they're heterosexual. But for gay people, like there's like a hurdle. So now, I mean, like I'm at the fucking gas station, and he's like, all right, that'll be $20. I got my card in the chip reader, and he's like, how's your day going? And I'm just like,
whoa.
I'm straight.
Depending on how I answer this question,
right?
Someone might think something's gonna slip in my butt.
How do you feel knowing you worked a block away from a known cruising spot at Taco Bell?
That Taco Bell on San Fernando, dude.
I mean,
have you ever used the restroom?
Who am I to judge? I've never used a Taco Bell restroom. I'm very happy.
Well,
check it out.
Here's the thing, you guys. When the Empire Tavern opened, where he was working, that Taco Bell was already remodeled. So we looked back at those dates, and it was when the Taco Bell still had its 90s look. The old 90s Taco Bell where it looked like a spacecraft inside and shit. Like it was just like those weird patterns of yellow, lots of yellow and turquoise and shit.
So you think they don't go cruising there anymore?
No, because remember the bathrooms were outdoors.
It was easier.
It was easier. It was an outdoor the bathroom was in the back, outdoor, and they had tables there. So
they probably caught on, bro.
Essentially, you could have people waiting in line and sitting. Yeah, it was a waiting room to get fucked in the butt.
Look,
that was a Reno 911 episode, actually.
It was. With fucking Terry, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, you can eat a banana, but you have to take a bite, Terry. You can't just suck it.
Hey guys, I'm a cop now. that episode was so funny. He took Dangle's fucking uniform. He was like high on coke.
So when you heard about that, when you heard about the cruise, did you stop and think like how many people cruised in my bar's bathroom?
I was confused because I was like, look, if I'm cruising on that block, it's Yoshinoya all the way.
Probably now because it's outdoor. No, but you have to ask
watch
for
out
a
for the hot
key.
sauce, man.
Well, that's even better. That's small talk, dude. That's foreplay. Like,
Oh, you're going into that talk of like cruising with the employees.
Yeah.
Like the Van Nuys,
Home Depot.
Like, hey, you know what I'm gonna do over there?
No, dude. Cause like straight up, the only reason I brought it up is because Memo's sister like started talking about it. I'm telling you, Zach, for 3 fucking years, dude, I thought that some dude in Elysian Park was trying to kill me. Like, and then I just found out, like, oh, he wanted to cruise.
He thought you were looking for a good time.
Which is worse? Who knows?
Well, no, because it's essentially,
Yeah.
Cruising is consensual. Murder isn't.
Not always.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah!
2020, dude. It's a different time.
You know what I've been thinking about a lot lately? Me losing $1,600 in Vegas.
Dude.
In 5 minutes.
Whoa.
Yo, it was bad.
No,
it was bad.
You didn't lose.
First of all, were you with
could
him?
have had.
Yeah, it was his birthday.
This is on you too.
You know what? It is because
I was drinking at the bar
because I was
after breakfast.
I was up, dude. Okay,
Yeah.
So Willie and I play this one game the 2 times we've been to Vegas, which is every time we've been to Vegas together. We play this one. It was one of those roulette games, but it's not the roulette like tables, but it's one of those like big spin the wheel shits, right?
Yeah.
Did you just sneeze, Dab?
No, I coughed that.
Oh, coughed. Oh, shit. Sorry. I just got so thrown off. Anyways, so we put the first time we played it, the first time I went to Vegas as a legal drinking age adult Actually, way past that. I was already like.
I was legal.
You were legal age. I was
Yeah,
25 because I was 16 when
Yeah.
last time I went to Vegas, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing here? This is so lame. I can't
That was
do
like
shit."
my entire childhood. I went to Vegas every year, and then so when I turned 21, I was like, I don't want to go. I know exactly what it smells like, and it smells like shit. I don't want to go. Why the fuck do I? No.
It smells like cigarettes and regret.
Yeah.
Fucking. So we're there and we're playing this wheel game at the bottom of our hotel, and we put in $20.
Yeah.
Because we're like, fuck it, $20, let's do it. Willie wins like $300. I win like 200 something. Our friend Daniel, nothing. He fucking lost complete. Oh, dude, that's Daniel. Both times we've been to Vegas with Daniel, fucking lost a lot. But the first time he lost everything.
We won't get into.
But we won't get into.
Yeah.
That's gonna be another.
That's a whole episode.
That's a
dude.
whole
That's a whole
episode,
episode.
and I think that should be if and when we get Daniel on.
Yeah.
That's the
Or
episode.
Chris.
Or Chris. Oh no,
Dude.
no. The second.
Oh.
But the second. Okay, so he played. So that second time, it was the last day. It was his birthday this past year. Literally a month before everything shut down.
Yeah.
February. Yeah, literally a month
Dude,
before
we still
everything.
could have gotten it then.
Yeah, honestly, dude, no, I think I had it in January because I was sick like a dog for like 2 weeks. I had never been that sick in my entire fucking life.
Jeez.
But then I got over it, and everyone in my house got sick, and then we got over it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I got the Rona way back then.
Well, when we came back from Vegas this past time, an article came out saying that there was already 4 confirmed cases that week we were out there.
Yeah.
But fuck
Damn.
it. Yeah. So
back to the story. Back to the story. Go.
So basically, I'm broke, man. I'm fucking broke. Like,
That's the worst part about it too. He was
I'm
already.
I'm just gonna tell the story from the day before because
It was a lot
Memo's
of fun.
parents aren't gonna listen to this shit.
Maybe they might.
So-
Hold on, dude.
so-
Hey, wait. No. I'm telling you, no.
Even I'm like,
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
I got some
Something
people
ha-
that might listen
so-
to it, and I'm
so-
like,
We had a really good.
We had a really good
We
time.
I could say we
I saw the IG story.
blasted. We were blasted. We were
So
gone.
we get to this bar. It's called the Rebar, and I meet this girl there. What was her name?
Who cares?
Olivia.
Her name was
Olivia.
Rebar.
Her name was
Rebar.
Rebar. Her
And,
name was Olivia.
And the night's going well, and then we go to this bar called the Velveteen Rabbit,
Velveteen
Yeah.
Rabbit.
and we're just getting shit faced there. So
Well, him and Chris were, and Daniel.
Hold
I
on.
was-
I was like, I'll go along, and then I was like, fuck, I really want to go back.
Yeah, I was passed out in the hotel
Yeah,
this
you
whole
were,
time because
dude.
I went too hard too early.
Oh yeah.
Way too hard too early, and I passed out.
Oh,
and
you
I
guys were
just
the
remember being
biggest
like
mess.
in and out of consciousness on a bed, and then I wake up. It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh shit, where is everybody? But I don't know how. We had this like drunk telepathic communication. He calls me right when I wake up. Yo, he's like, you're up. I was like, I just woke up. What the fuck? Come to the Velveteen Rabbit. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go get some Starbucks downstairs. I'll meet you there.
So
All right.
the moment it's confirmed that Memo's coming, he looks at us like, all right, guys, I'm out.
Yeah.
we tag team babysitting.
Because Chris, out of all of us, dude, got shit faced. So the first night we were there,
Oh,
Chris,
the night before, yeah.
we're fucked up and we're in
It
our
was like
hotel room already.
that Friday.
He had his own hotel room. He
Oh,
calls
yeah.
us like at 3 a.m, and I hear him outside my hotel room. He's like, "What room am I in again?" And we're like, "Oh, this is our room." He's like, "Okay," and all you hear is him Naruto running down.
Oh yeah, just no.
But-
He calls, but I'm like completely shit faced. I'm so drunk, and then he's like, he calls me. What room number am I? Like, blah, 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 blah. And I go, how the fuck am I so fucked up that he doesn't know his own room number? And then he's just the whole way down. Like,
I don't
oh my
remember that.
God.
I remember calling you guys, and then I woke up.
It was so funny, dude.
Yeah.
So basically, that all that shit led to us having this amazing breakfast in the morning on the last day we were there, and everyone was just done. We
Yeah.
were over it, and then I'm like, let's just hit the wheel one more time. So we go to get change, and this guy like grabs me,
dude.
like grabs me, like pushes me to the side. I'm like, are we about to fight with this dude right now? Like,
Whoa, a guy. How big was this guy?
Small.
small.
He was shorter than me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
And so I'm like, all right, whatever.
I'm
So
not short,
We
people,
get to the
but-
wheel.
For reference, Willie, you're like 6'5". Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
6'1", so he was just maybe like 5'8",
Yeah, like 5'8",
5'9",
something like that.
yeah.
But so we put $20 in the wheel each, right? Memo like loaned me $20.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
And,
I
yeah,
gave you
yeah, 'cause
$20.
I was
you
broke,
son of a
dude.
bitch.
I was broke. we're hitting. I hit 900. And I'm like, I'm going to put all the money on the big numbers. 1,600. And the moment I hit 1,600, what happens, bro? Take a guess what happens.
I'm enthralled. Just tell me.
Cocktail waitress comes up.
Yeah.
Woo! She heard the sirens.
You need a drink?
Says, do you need a drink? And I'm like, I'm looking around. If Chris was there, Chris would have pressed the button like cash out.
I'm the voice of reason, my friend.
Dude, I lost it in 5 minutes.
Tell me how you put it back on the wheel.
I put it back on the wheel.
All of it at once.
All of it at once.
Oh, dude, you guys.
So then you drop down.
I was drinking at the bar.
He would drop down to like 900. He's like, "Fuck, I gotta get back. And then he would drop down to 600. He's like, "Oh, I can do it. 300, gone."
Yeah.
Damn. And then me too. I gotta stop doing that. Yeah. No, but me too. Because when he was up 1,600, I was up to like 600, 700. And I was like, if he can get to 1,600, maybe I can too. And I fell for it. I fucking
Vegas.
fell for it.
I
Vegas, dude.
Hate Vegas, but I love it. But it's like, I feel
oh,
like
we invited you, didn't we?
Yeah, you did. And I knew better.
I knew better.
No, but it's like if you have money, Vegas is just a playground. Go blow money here, blow money there. But like for me, whenever I go to Vegas, I mean, I'm a gambling addict, man.
Oh
yeah,
for real. Like sports especially, but going to Vegas, it's like that's the difference between making rent or not. It's
true.
It is it's higher stakes, but harder fall.
Yeah,
big falls, dude. Dude, Willie, you would have come home.
I would have been able to pay my rent.
Yeah.
Pay off everything we took up there.
Oh,
that would have been nice.
Oh, you said. I remember him
pay me
saying,
for my troubles.
You know, and you know what helped me. You know what made me want to let him like keep gambling with that 1,600. He said, "Bro, I'm gonna give you 100 back instead of 20." I'm like, "Cool,
and he just got nothing back.
Do it." And I got nothing back, and then I lost 20, so I lost 40. Jesus fucking
go.
Willie, how much cash do you have on your right? Can we write this? How much money do you have? Give it to Memo.
Give it to Memo. No, I don't need it. Put it back. God damn it, dude. Just when that stimulus comes in.
Oh, you're buying a Traeger.
Oh, God damn it. So Willie and I made this deal because I didn't think we'd get a second stimulus. But supposedly we're going to be getting a second stimulus. Who knows when? Word on the street is some people already got it. And I'm like, how?
Yeah, right?
I
was like, no.
I don't
it
think
hasn't
that's right.
passed yet.
Yeah.
No. And I was like, how do you have a second? No, I was like,
they're just getting their stimulus.
maybe they're just getting the original stimulus.
Well, both sides
I'm
haven't
also
even
sure they have a
agreed on the
girlfriend
next-
that goes to another school.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
But so yeah, I have a girlfriend. She just didn't come here. We should bring her around. No, she's kind of far away.
All right, buddy.
Jill is right here. But no, so he was like, Memo, he kept trying to convince me, buy a smoker, buy a Traeger, buy a fucking Traeger. I'm like, no, dude, I don't need it. And I'm trying to move out of my place. I'm like, I can't move to an apartment and bring a smoker with me. He's like, no, dude, you can leave it at my house. You fucking dick.
Oh, how convenient.
How convenient. Genius. And I'm like, so what, you're not going to go half on it? No, but I'll pay for the master classes if you get it. I'm like,
yeah,
Is that not a good deal, Zach? That's a good deal.
How much is the master
It's a good deal
class?
for you.
It's $300 in master classes, bro.
No, it was on sale when you were telling me about it for 90. You dick.
How much was the smoker? 300.
Smoker's about 700. The ones we were talking about, because the Traeger, and it's the home model too, the home Traeger, not even the
You didn't
pro
get the
Traeger.
apartment version?
No, I wouldn't
Can
be
you
able
get
to.
like a smokeless one?
Oh, like the electronic ones?
Just
No,
it's what are you doing?
So you mean a grill? Just a grill?
I'm trying to think of something that you can use it for indoors,
A
like
smokeless
inside the apartment.
smoker? That's just cheating.
That's
No.
un-American.
That's
All
not
right.
American.
Let's move on.
Look.
Fuck it.
No, but anyways, he's telling me,
Fuck this podcast.
he's telling me like, yo, dude, like, okay, you gotta buy it. Like, dude, just buy it. And I told him, if we get a second stimulus, then I'm gonna buy it.
And he pinky promised.
Oh, I mean, over the internet, pinky promise, but yeah.
Still counts.
And then fucking.
I see the article.
I'm just reading all these articles. Here's what to expect about the second stimulus package. I'm like, fuck,
Those articles tell you nothing.
they don't. And then that's the thing, but like, it looks like it's coming, and I'm like, fuck.
Were you pissed when you saw those articles? Like,
Well, I've been following the unemployment one because they're like, oh, like the extra $600 a week. Maybe we're going to extend it. Maybe we're not. So every day on Twitter, there's an article under that little tab, and every day you click it, and they're like, they're still thinking about it.
Super helpful.
What do you mean? We need to know now, dude. Because
it's fucking August, dude.
Yeah, for real. It's
Rent is due.
It's been due.
It's been due, bro.
Has your landlord been an asshole about that?
Oh, absolutely. So before the unemployment benefit was passed, the extra $600, like we were not going to be able to afford rent.
Yeah.
No.
And he tried to pull some like, oh, well, you're the only tenants of mine that are
paying.
refusing to pay. It's like, bro, we're not refusing to pay. We cannot pay. It's like,
it's tough.
This dude owns like 20 rental properties. It's like, bro, you're gonna be
You're
fine.
experiencing this like everywhere. Like, don't say like we're the only one.
Out of 20 rental properties, we're the only motherfuckers here that aren't one to pay you.
I saw one story about. I mean, it really warmed my heart. It was a guy whose landlord was kind of dogging him for the rent, and he decapitated him.
Oh, I saw that.
With a katana.
With a katana, because he threatened him the day before, right?
Yeah.
And he was swinging the sword, and then the next day, there's a guy missing a head.
Don't get me wrong. There is a part of me that's like, you know what? That's fucked up. Like, you shouldn't kill anybody. And then you see a picture of the landlord, and you're like, nah.
Like, debatable.
So
understandable.
The landlord was threatening with
No. He was being threatened by the tenant because he was
with a katana, and then the next day the landlord was found.
I think that
decapitated.
I think that was the boiling point. I think what they didn't tell us was the week leading up to that, where it's probably like, you're gonna be out on your ass if you don't pay rent. Like, give me rent.
I'm sure it's been more than a week. But did homeboy think he was gonna get away?
Not at all, dude. If you look at his mugshot, he's just totally.
I knew what I did.
That looks like a happy man.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's starting, dude.
Bro, free food.
I wish they had Twitter in jail, because that guy would see all the nice things people are saying.
He'll find a way.
Yeah.
He'll find a way. I mean, people can still write letters, dude. Like, so you just screenshot all of them, right, and just like print them out onto the letter and send it. Like, dude, this is what people are saying about you, bro. Like, we're on your side.
Let's start a GoFundMe for this guy for his books.
That's what people were saying on Twitter. They were like, "Yo, what's his Venmo?
Dude, fucking,
let's get him bail."
So make fan fiction out of it.
Wow.
It's
he becomes the COVID superhero we never knew we needed.
Yeah, right?
No, I don't know, man. It's fucked up everywhere. Like, I know people personally that haven't been able to pay their rent for the past like fucking 3 months.
Yeah.
You know,
there's the issue of back rent, where it's like, dude, if you don't think I can afford rent for 4 months, you think I'm going to be able to pay you like $3,500 at once?
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, dude. Yeah, it's terrible. It's a fucked situation, man. It's a very fucked situation.
but why worry about that when we're trying to ban TikTok?
Oh God, come on, dude.
How do you feel about that, Zach?
Man, if they ban TikTok, I don't know what my girlfriend is going to do.
She's gonna want to talk to me.
We're gonna have to communicate.
I mean, she's always on it. Like, even when we're banging, just TikTok. Like, I can do a bad job because TikTok is keeping her entertained.
Shit. Oh man, the struggle, dude. The struggle.
No, I think they should do, because it's just like surveillance. That's all it
No,
is.
yeah, and like
Same thing with Huawei.
Oh yeah, back to the Huawei talk. Yeah.
What is?
Did we do
Huawei?
that the first?
Yeah, we talked about Huawei.
The drunk one.
We talked about it in the drunk one, and then we talked about it in the Will Smith one.
But you don't know about Huawei?
Nope.
It's a Chinese like they make phones, like really good phones.
Yeah, electronics manufacturer. Yeah,
their process is kind of shady. Like, they've been, I guess, alleged to steal some, like, what's the patents and stuff, and put it on their phones for cheaper and stuff.
Okay.
But it's also a Chinese company, and they have some link into the Chinese government.
Yeah.
And so the U.S. banned them because they have reason to believe that they're able to spy on your stuff if you have them here in America.
Right.
And it's the same thing with TikTok.
Yeah.
It's the same surveillance.
TikTok, I support the banning of TikTok. Honestly, I support the banning of anybody who's more successful than I am.
Yeah.
So these 18-year-olds who are making thousands of dollars off their TikTok, like,
get a job.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Who the fuck?
You haven't tried it yet? You haven't given it a shot?
And you know what's funny? Like, I've been tempted. I've been thinking about
very
it.
much,
like,
dude.
A lot of comics right now, like, we have nothing to do. There's no stage. There's no stage time to be had. So
fuck virtual stand-up.
I took to Twitter, which is
Oh, you've been killing
depressing. I mean,
It's fucking hilarious.
You've been killing it though, man.
That's TikTok for millennials.
Yeah.
That's exactly
True.
But TikTok, I just can't get behind it, man. Because even like my girlfriend will watch it, and I'll be looking over her shoulder, and it's like every one of them. I'm just like, that's fake. That's obviously fake.
Yeah.
It's just
fake
like
pranks.
3 million views. You're just like, Jesus, man.
Well,
It's so easy though.
It's just like Vine. It's just like when you got to the shitty part of Vine.
Vine had heart though.
It did, but there when you had those like the Vine stars, and then their shit was just like extra, just so corny and just terrible. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
So where do you land on the needle for like comedians who like are doing way more shows than you versus like the comedians you hang out with that are like fun? Like where do you draw the line of like more successful based on like just popularity?
What?
The crazy thing about the comedy landscape is like success exists like across all platforms. Like, whether you're a TikTok star, or whether you have a YouTube channel, or you're just like a strictly stand-up kind of person. It's right now what's really aggravating to me, it's so annoying, is that all these comics that are either at my level, above, or below, they're so desperate right now for stage time. They're like, we're going to do an open mic at the beach. We're going to do an open mic in this park. We're going to do an open mic in the hospital because I got COVID from doing this dumb shit.
Oh, man.
And it's just desperation.
What are some ways that you've like used to like kind of scratch that like comedic itch, like where you can like be funny?
I do Zoom shows.
Okay.
And
how is that?
It's awful. It's really terrible.
It's funny you say that because we have another friend of ours who's a comedian, and CJ.
Oh, that's right.
And we
CJ,
saw him one time. We were like, dude, join us on Zoom one time where we'll chat. And she's like, nah, if I'm not joining the fucking stupid ass fucking comedy Zoom rooms, I'm not joining any other fucking room. But he was like so against it, like so fucking against it.
It is. I look, I'm not a fan of it, but I'll take that over some weird, awkward meeting in a park where it's like there are other people in the park just trying to like live their lives, and you're like
kind of like a low budget open mic.
There's another thing. It's like, look what's going on. Like, read the fucking room. Are you tone deaf? We've got like. I mean, not to mention everything we've already talked about, but there's like a political revolution happening. There's protests. There was a prison revolt last week.
I saw that.
Evictions are happening, and people are like, you know what's weird about nectarines?
Oh man, they're trying so hard to stray from what's going on because they think that's going to be what people expect, but then they just can't follow through. Like it's not going to pull through.
I think comedians do the best when the world is boring because you need entertainment. You need a fresh perspective. Like things have never been more interesting than they are right now.
Oh hell yeah!
No one wants to hear how you feel about IKEA furniture. Like, there are bigger things happening.
You know who's killing it right now in the social media world though? All the foo pages.
Food's gone wild.
Food's gone wild. Dude.
I fucking got that vinyl, dude.
I did too. Oh hell yeah, dude!
I remember when you sent me that Instagram story. You were like, "Saca lobosita."
Oh, dude! But real quick, rest in peace, Kevin 7-Eleven rip and dip Machiavelli, dude.
Dude, I don't know why that was so sad. Like,
what do you mean? Why it was so sad? Because
I was heartbroken.
No, like. Yeah, dude, it was so sad because it looked like he was trying to like do better. It really looked like he was trying to, even though he dyed his hair a funky color and shit, but like you could tell that he was trying to be nicer about things, or he was trying to be more positive. He had a more positive outlook on life. And then, but have you guys found out why he died yet?
I have no idea who that dude is. I've seen him like just all of a sudden like about his like funeral and stuff. I have no idea.
Is it Scante related?
Yeah. He's one of those. He was this guy that Kevin 7-Eleven, like he couldn't rap.
Okay. He was a gangbanger.
He was a gangbanger. He tagged a lot, and then he would do like he would talk about the heavens, like talk about how he was like in contact with God and all this stuff, and how he was
a Scante wizard.
He was a Scante wizard, dude. He was a Scante.
have some fucking respect, Zach. Well, the man's dead.
He used to fucking.
There's a video of him drinking a Four Loko Gold, and like the guy's like, how he's like, Better than hitting the pookie, that's for sure.
Yeah, better than hitting the pookie. I was like, God damn it! But he'd be rapping like, Kanye, what's and
It was cracked out.
Oh,
but he beefed it with the food pages.
Yeah,
like he was sending death threats to these motherfuckers. Like he was beefing it hard
on IG Live, like fuck you fools, I'm fucking banging on me,
just fucking net banging,
fucking burning. Yeah, net bang. He was a good net. He would be on IG Live. There was one of the famous ones. He was on IG Live, and then some guy was like talking shit, and he was like, "The fuck, fool? Where you from, fool?" And he's like, and everyone's like, "Oh, Kevin 7-Eleven, rip and dip." Dude, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But the food pages, like I remember the beginning of that was when they got really big was Modelo time with the Pass the Pookie.
That was the problem with the food pages. That's where the beef started, because Food's Gone Wild stole that video. Then they said they originated the Modelo time, and then that's what started all the net banging for these pages.
So you had like Sad Foo Hour,
the reason
Pass
that
the Pookie,
the reason the guy from
places.
Food's Gone Wild wears the mask and everything, because he till this day he still gets like death threats and net banging and shit like that.
Damn.
But look at what he's doing though, man.
Yeah.
Like there's no way he paid for all those samples though.
My God, no.
No.
Dude.
Well, that's why on Spotify, like half of the album's missing, and on SoundCloud it isn't. And then the vinyl, I don't know how he's gonna get away with that vinyl, but fuck it, like because a lot of those samples are like, well, all the one like fucking Chon Chon, that's not on Spotify. Like I don't think that one's on Spotify, but it's on SoundCloud.
Yeah, but is he gonna go to Disney and be like,
that's
hey?
why, because Disney owns Blood In, Blood Out. They own Hollywood Pictures, which produced Blood In, Blood Out. So Mickey Mouse is down as fuck, fool. I hate Mickey.
You ever see that video, Zach, of that dude who's in the gym? He's like, I don't live to live.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
look at it closely.
Look
at it closely.
I got a story.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this.
I got a story.
Let me pop a seltzer for this.
Here, this is the last one.
That's the last
Here.
one.
It's the last one.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll get back on this.
All right, dude.
So you remember that video where the guy's like, in the USA Fitness, like, I don't live to live, motherfucker.
I don't live to live, bitch ass parasite.
So I used to work at a telemarketing room.
Oh yeah.
And I was a manager, and I hired this dude. That dude.
No.
Before he became internet famous.
You gotta tell us.
I don't work to work.
You gotta
bro.
tell us.
I don't work to work, bitch ass.
Bro, homeboy wore a size 20 shoe.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, size 20 shoe.
Not on purpose.
How tall is he?
Did they
He's-
fit? I mean,
Yeah, dude, he's my height.
Oh,
6'5"?
is he really that
Yeah,
big?
he's my height, dude.
Wow.
But like,
No.
yeah,
He doesn't look that tall in the videos, dude.
yeah, he's my height, bro.
was the guy he was picking on like 8 feet tall?
Yeah, fuck, dude.
And,
Anyways,
so I was training him. He was cool for a minute, dude. He was cool for a couple days, but we had to fire him. He comes into work, and we don't have his check ready, and he went off
Really?
in the office. Like, I don't live to live.
Like
he
that kind
started
of
saying
shit.
that?
No, not that, but he started getting in everyone's face.
No,
Like,
homie.
freaking the fuck out,
Just
dude.
bugging out hard.
Damn.
So we kind of just wrote it off. We're like, all right, whatever. In this, in this line of work, you run into a lot of weird.
Did you just burp?
That was a saucer burp.
That was a very slick
I'm
sure
burp.
everyone listening is
No,
gonna
just
appreciate
breathing,
that.
yo.
Just breathing, dude.
In this line of work, there was a lot of weird people we ran into, and a couple months go by, and then Food's Gone Wild posted this video of this fool picking on this old man, and I'm just saying, I'm like, this is that motherfucker.
That's him.
Damn.
This is that motherfucker right
Did you
here.
ever think like you caused that? Like if that guy had a job, he wouldn't have been at the gym.
It sounds like that's just how he is. That's just the kind of person he is.
Oh, dude, he was off, dude. Like he was the nicest guy ever.
What?
He was the sweetest dude ever, dude.
Really?
Like so
Like,
nice.
like just
professional, like
really?
yeah,
So
dude.
why did you fire him?
He wasn't producing.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he's just a nice guy, terrible worker.
But man, he was the sweetest motherfucker in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
So then what?
I don't want to hear that.
It's just-
Yeah, that-
well, then
that
he just
almost-
had one
now I'm
drunk, one
conflicted.
drunk
Yeah.
day.
So
guess,
like,
I don't know.
so then, do you think he might like suffer from some kind of like,
But the, yeah,
like
'cause he
bipolar,
made
like
that.
some kind of disorder, or you think he just had a really bad day?
Well, it would have been 2 bad days because the check didn't come in. He flipped out.
Oh yeah.
And then he was at the gym drunk.
Well, he was trying.
Was he drunk?
He was trying.
She
to
was
cancel
saying
his
that he
membership.
was
Oh, he's drunk. Okay, I forgot about that part. Yeah, because I always just focus in on the I don't live to live, bitch ass, bitch ass parasite. Look at it closely. It's my fault, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know though, man, but he was nice.
I don't know, man, but he was nice.
I don't know about all that shit, but he was cool.
I enjoyed his company.
You low key jealous that he got internet recognition before you?
You don't know? No, I'm not, dude. Because honestly,
if you have any internet,
you know what I would
recognition.
hate the most? I would hate to, and I know you would do this too, you asshole. I would hate to wake up in the morning from a message from Zach, from a food page, and then he would already be retweeting it like 10,000 times. Like I would hate that shit, bro.
Oh, for you to end up as
a meme.
Dude, that's why I play it cool when I go out.
A food
like
exhibit?
I don't give anyone the time of day.
You don't play cool just to be a normal.
Playing cool?
Yeah. I'm right there with those.
You're
Like
not-
when? the
So
fuck?
you're just not trying to be a normal functioning human being.
I'm not trying to end. I'm not trying to end up with the words behind me. Where is this food going? Like life's already hard enough, bro. I don't need that shit behind me.
Life's a risk, Colonel. Fucking always go back to blood in, blood out, dude.
So what do you do if you become a meme? Like everyone just knows you as that one time.
That one
you know?
I would kill myself.
No, you
Jesus
wouldn't.
Christ.
Shut up, dude. You'd probably capitalize on it.
I probably.
Yeah, dude, you would capitalize on that
Well, it's
shit.
like-
I'd
You
make
guys-
an OnlyFans.
You guys know the Jesus Christ dude.
Oh, his last name is Servin. He might be related to my mom.
Like that's his life now, though.
Yeah,
Like,
Jesus
he is-
Christ.
He's not allowed to say any other words. Like he has
Except
become,
Jesus Christ.
he has become that meme.
Yeah.
I heard OnlyFans. That's
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
fucking.
I was thinking about making one. But the catch is where like I'm like an emotionally supportive boyfriend.
okay.
So it's just nothing but like me baking and like, hey, so like, oh, how was your day? Like and like stuff like that, and then just charge like $1 a month. Just see what
so a
happens.
virtual boyfriend to like.
Just short little clips of like just me being a good boyfriend. Like, oh no, hey, you had a rough day. I already mopped up and did the dishes. Don't.
That's
worry
what
about
they
that.
need, man.
A lot of.
And then at like it's a fucking $1.
a dollar, yeah.
If 20 people like are like in the like if 20 people in the world are like, fuck it, here's my $1. That's $20 a month.
Would you charge extra for like text messaging and phone
Oh yeah,
calls?
for messaging and all that.
You
Like,
could have like little like.
No,
sound
because I
bites.
think at first because I mainly just want to do it to be funny. I don't want to like
I
I don't want it to be like actually
on.
like, hey, I do actually do a service
But
to
You
these
should-
women.
You should
like,
have like a
that's
soundboard,
such like the most.
yeah. Oh, dude, just pre-record
like
things.
an app that's like, "You're right, babe. I'm sorry, babe."
Yeah, make like a
You're
a
right.
Reddit.
You've always been right, and you're always gonna
Yeah,
be
kinda-
right.
kinda like a-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I called your mom ugly, babe.
Kind
I
of like
was really drunk.
a Reddit bot, just basically just automatically ready to with a response to
Yeah.
something. Oh, that'd be so funny.
Why haven't you done it yet?
I don't know.
Do
Like, I
you guys
don't know.
subscribe to any OnlyFans accounts? Are we?
Nah.
No.
I have a friend who made one, and so I was just like, well, I am curious, and I had like $4 to spare because she had a promotion.
She had a promotion.
More
Swear to
like
God, dude.
but where do we draw the line? Like creepy, but supporting a creator.
Well, I unsubscribed after the first month. I was like, well, nope, I got it, and thank you very much.
that
Like,
depends on how you describe like creator.
Yeah.
It's like technically, it's like we should be paying their parents.
Ooh. You Thank you for birthing my perversions. Thank you.
I saw this one thing. There was a girl who was getting she was getting a lot of shit on Twitter for like OnlyFans being her main source of income.
Really?
And she was like, "Well, I'm making 18 grand a week."
no,
Whoa.
I
It's
don't
like,
do
dude,
it. I would,
for
show
18
my
grand a
asshole.
week, absolutely, dude.
yeah. I gotta find like 18,000 people to like who are interested in my asshole, and then I'll just charge them $1.
What sounds like it'd be like a pain in the butt is like to deal with the taxes at the end after that.
The pain in the butt is the butt plug that you're gonna have. To
Oh, you're right. Very much so. You're right.
How did you
You
not
know what?
catch that
I am
one?
mistaken.
Are you subscribed to anything, Zach?
No, I don't do. I mean,
Your
more
girlfriend
like
will whoop your ass.
more like OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, am I right? But it's so interesting when you see these people like on your friends list, and then they come up with something. Or
Bro, I was very surprised she tweeted it. She was like, "Oh, you're like actually into okay." Cool.
That's crazy.
I'll be a fan for like a month, and then like I'm bounced because
No, dude,
I'm
it's
not
like-
paying for that, but.
This is like a new frontier for like women's empowerment. And
In a sense, yeah.
I'm not even joking.
No, it
Yeah.
is. It really is.
The only time that you would hear like, oh, like I am a fan is if it's some creep at Ralph's.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm your only fan.
let's go to the frozen section, get them nips hard.
Oh shit! Oh my
But
god!
now it's like, look, if you want to be a creep, fucking pay me for it.
Yeah, dude.
And they're making good money on
Yeah,
it. And
and-
I think it's a win-win.
And they are in complete control of what gets put out there and what does. They don't have management
Absolutely.
controlling
That's
them at all.
beautiful,
yeah.
Yeah, because well, I think it goes back to like when you look at what's been recently going on, that whole the porn wars with like Mia Khalifa and like all these other people, like they're talking about, oh, porn companies are gonna do this and rip you off, blah blah, and they're like, not if you make a rate. Like if you know your
but
rates
that's
and
the
your
thing.
worth.
That's the thing. I think that Zach's getting at. Like,
Yeah.
with OnlyFans, you're setting your own standards for yourself as.
That's
as a
what I
person.
mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
But with the
yeah.
whole Mia Khalifa thing, that shit was really fucked up.
Well, she did porn for 3 months.
She sounded like a
That's
6-movie
it.
deal.
She didn't do that much. Yeah.
That's it. But she filmed enough that they kind of like slowed
It was
it
that first
out.
one that went like, whoa.
But I think she only got paid what, like
The
12 grand.
hijab.
Something like
Something
that.
like that. Yeah.
Dude, she got death threats for that hijab.
yeah.
You know, seeing
Mhm.
like
Crazy, dude. No, but yeah, but
that
then
was my
like
introduction.
it's
to
just
her.
it's just hilarious that like all these other porn actresses are like talking bad or like, you're a fucking idiot. Like you did not but it's sad because rather than like, oh no, this chick fell for it.
Let's
Like
help her out.
like a lot of chicks in the
Right.
valley, because we live in the San Fernando Valley, Chatsworth,
Dude,
all
that's
that
its
area.
own.
Dude,
That's its
one
own
time-
theme or category in porn. Is
Yeah.
just psyching the bitch out into like sucking some dick.
Oh,
I was
casting
at- dude,
couch.
I was
Yeah,
at-
casting
yeah.
couch.
Chatsworth.
I was at a
Chatsworth.
funeral. I was at a funeral at Utter McKinley.
Wait,
And across the
Hey,
street.
Hold on.
Hold up.
Objection.
No.
Relevance.
No, this is relevant.
I want.
So this was like
Jesus
5 years
Christ,
ago.
man.
I was at a funeral at Utter McKinley, and across the street is that park, the San Fernando Park. They were filming a porno across the street, literally, and they put sheets up because there was a funeral going on. And they were filming everything. The craft service table was there. They were filming a fucking porn.
Is that the best funeral ever? Where people are fucking?
Is it the best funeral or worst porn shoot?
Yeah,
Oh,
and then it's
God.
like death and then procreation in one area.
Circle of
Although
life.
if
Circle
there's
of
an
life,
option
dude.
to have people fucking and not fucking at my funeral, I think I might want people fucking at my funeral.
Same. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, if there's consent, go for it. I
In
don't
a
give
sense,
fuck, yeah.
it's celebrating life, which a funeral is to celebrate the life,
Oh
even
my,
though
we
they're
just cracked the code. Everyone's getting pregnant.
Do you think
at my
anybody?
funeral.
I mean, I'm sure
Men
it's
too.
happened, but we should make it a trend. Be conceived at a funeral.
dude.
Oh.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
that's some goth
It's,
shit,
it's
right?
hard.
there.
It's hard to get hard at a funeral in the first.
It's
place.
hard to
No,
get-
it is not.
No.
You see that? You see that casket go down? and
Not
that
if you
dick
ask the
go
corpse.
up.
You guys ever see those people that like take?
Oh shit!
You guys are fucking crazy. You guys-
All right, continue.
compose yourselves, guys. Are you guys any of those people that take pictures of the dead body at the funeral?
Oh no! Oh, you know what? There was a kid who
Oh my
did
God.
that and did post on Facebook. And in one of the, I mean, he wasn't fully there in the head though. I mean, like he was, had some, I guess, disability. He was autistic. I'll say it. And
Whoa.
It's important context.
Yeah.
and then he did, and in one of the pictures, you see the ant just fucking looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he still posted that picture. And I was
Wait,
like, hey,
was
man.
it just dead body or was it?
It was
selfie with dead
everyone
body?
walking in the casket, the dead body, like the face of the body.
Oh, the open.
the ant looking at him like, "Hey, like
What are you doing?"
That's the best part.
That's the
Yeah.
best part.
That-
That makes it.
That's the only picture I liked of that album.
I had a friend who was at his grandma's funeral and he did the selfie with the open casket.
Oh.
That's not the worst part.
Hang on, have that be our thumbnail. Us with the selfies.
Honestly, if I went to his Instagram, I think it's still up.
No.
We can totally use it.
Oh
The
my
worst part
God.
is there was a Snapchat filter on them both. Like it was one of those. front-facing
my
cameras,
God.
and it wasn't anything like the dog ears or anything.
I was like,
thank
dog
God.
ears? No.
But it was like the rosy cheek one.
Oh.
You know what would have been fucked up if it was the face swap filter.
Oh my God. And then he just captions it. He just captions it, "I'm dead."
when God answers your question, take me, not her.
God.
I'm sorry, that got so dark right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, but
That's
me
so
and
funny.
that, though. People-
So
they
funny.
do.
They
Well,
think that people care.
Well, no, it's funny because like, well, it also depends. Did you know their relationship with their grandma?
No.
Like, and that's where it gets like. I'm not defending anything, but I'm just saying
I
like.
think the grandmother was cool with that.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If
I can guarantee you, she was not.
who knows?
I
What if
can
their grandma
guarantee
was a
you.
jokester? One of those like, oh, dude, do it. It'd be fucking funny.
All grandmothers that are jokesters don't like the internet or cell phones. She was not cool with that.
Does consent end at death?
Whoa!
Can we? Whoa! That was in the context of taking a picture.
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah,
can we
no,
cut
okay,
that?
but no,
Can we
that's a
cut
good
that
good
out?
question. That's what I'm trying to no, don't worry about it. But that's what I'm trying to figure. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you like, let's say you and your best friend dies, right? And you know that you guys just fucking joked around hardcore with shit like that. You knew their humor. Is it appropriate to put up a selfie with them?
Yes.
And do that kind of
Memo,
joke?
I'm gonna call you out on your shit right now. That's a stupid question because we've been in that situation and neither of us fucking did that.
Fuck.
because you're also acknowledging this person had relationships with other people who may not appreciate.
You're
that.
right. No.
So it's more of a respect thing for
There we
their
go.
family.
cool.
But you can put it on your private
know what?
story.
You know what? No. Okay.
Close friends?
Yeah, because then when you on your OnlyFans. Sorry, stop. No, what I'm saying is, okay, so that picture can be taken and it can be done, kept to yourself for your own memories.
But why though? But,
Why?
like,
Well, why? If,
out of
if
all
it's
the things,
sentimental, like
out
if
of all the
I'm
things
just
you could
saying-
remember this person for, you want a picture of them in their coffin.
Well, no,
okay,
I'm saying
it-
in the context of you
in-
guys joked about shit all the time. You guys were funny, like, or if old people are fucking scary when it comes to death, dude, because they will joke about it so hard. I can see where you can kind of have blurred lines about their jokes about death or like a joking about death.
The thing is, like, it's contextual.
Yeah.
So it's like
Mhm.
in the context of your relationship with that person, that's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's a touching.
You keep it to yourself, though.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Or between your friend group. But when it comes to their family, like, I don't know, if that were like my kid or something that was friends with you and you're doing like fucking, like, what's up?
Yeah. What's that?
Gang signs and shit.
It's a little insulting. So you just have to keep in mind other people's perception of that.
Fucking
relationship.
coming in and doing an ollie over the
Yeah.
Actually, no, I want that shit.
You think
Actually,
Bam Margera would want that when he dies? Like, oh, I want my kid to do a fuck. I want
grind on my
my kid
casket?
to grind on my casket, dude.
Yeah, I would want that actually too. People fucking and skating on my fucking grave.
Fucking Paul Bear.
But
Paulin.
don't take a
Paulin.
selfie. But don't take a selfie with
You know-
me.
you
But
know
you
who-
could grind on my casket. Don't
You
take
know
a
where that
selfie.
shit probably happened? Gigi Allen's funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Gigi Allen's. Dude, imagine how fucking scary it would have been to walking into a Gigi Allen show back in the day would have been fucking scary as hell.
What the
If-
hell's a Gigi Allen?
You don't know who Gigi Allen is?
No.
All right, who wants to explain
Bro,
this?
Dude.
I don't think we have time.
I know.
I'm gonna look it up. Hang on.
Okay, no,
This
okay.
was
Let me
just-
just explain
Is
to
it
you.
the artist that drew BDSM all the time?
No, he was a rocker, dude. He was a rocker fool.
There were shows where he like would shit his pants.
Shit his
on
pants,
stage.
throw shit on people, beat people up.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
about
they
it.
had
I
his.
know.
They had a whole. The end of the Museum of Death was a mini exhibit of him.
Yeah.
But he was,
Damn.
he was fucking nuts. But imagine like going to that funeral of all his fucked up friends and shit, and like just what the fuck they probably did to his
They're like,
body.
nah, dude, I'm pissing on his grave out of love.
Well, they do that. People go to his grave and piss on and shit on it still. Like that's just the culture.
What's wrong, Chris?
No, I remember hearing about him and like it's like, oh fuck, and then I was like, oh, now this is the first time in years that I actually thought about him, and I'm like, damn, yeah, no, you could actually piss on him, beat him, and it will be great. You're whispering right into the mic.
No.
These are good mics. You can hear the whisper.
Yeah, you can hear.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's funny. There was a lady at Empire maybe 6-8 months ago.
Yeah.
And she was wearing a Gigi Allen shirt, and I was like, "That's fucking weird." Yeah, phones away, gentlemen.
Sorry.
Take your fucking
Allen
golf.
shirt. And I made a comment on it. I was like, "That's a cool shirt." Like,
yeah, interesting.
all right, the fact that you would want to wear that out, cool. And it wasn't until she stood up and left that I realized her shirt was wrinkled, it was a crease, and it wasn't a Gigi Allen shirt. It was a Nike shirt that said "Go All In."
Shut up.
Wow.
And then I'm thinking back, I talked about Gigi Allen for a good 3 minutes to her.
She knew.
Exactly, and she knew it was just a fucking basic Nike shirt, "Go All In."
Oh, but she gave you the, oh yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Like she didn't want to sound stupid herself, fuck.
I
put me in a
poisoned her
situation.
beer.
Oh,
What's some crazy shit that's happened to you at the Empire Tavern?
Dude, Empire Tavern is the most tame bar I have ever worked at. I mean, nothing happens there. I think the worst thing that happened, you were there.
Oh, those guys tried fighting you?
No. He made me kick somebody out.
The guy from Vegas that was in there just having a bad day. Mm-hmm. He kept trying to he bought an Empire shirt and then he took his shirt off to put the Empire shirt on and just never put the Empire shirt on. So he's just in the bar shirtless trying to start conversations with
oh my god
the 4 people that were in there hey, what's up? Let's be friends. And they're like, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable. I don't want to be here anymore.
And there's some days when I'd go into that job, I just don't feel like mediating today.
Yeah.
And Willie was there. I was like, dude, let me buy you a beer. Just ask him to leave.
Yeah. Convince this guy he doesn't belong.
Yeah, so I think that was the other time this homeless guy walked in.
Yeah.
And he started playing darts, but he was throwing darts at the
sparks everywhere.
And fucking Zach comes up to me. He's like, "Hey man, look, I know, but I'll buy you a beer, man." I'm like, all right, fuck it. I walk up to the guy. He's like, "I own the place." I'm like, no,
you don't. I know you don't own the place.
We both know you don't own the place.
Do you know who owns the place? No, but I know it's not you.
Yeah, I know. No, we know who owns the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gabe and who's the other guy? Dave,
but they're leasing it. So.
Oh, they're leasing. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, we're talking about. Isn't it some Mexican guy?
No, it's Walter, the guy who runs the Mercedes shop next door. He also
he owns that?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Cool.
Wow.
Snap. I always thought it was some old Mexican guy.
Nah.
Where'd you get that from?
Well, because of Jimmy's
Racism.
place. Oh, I'm thinking of Jimmy's place.
Where'd you get that from?
No, I'm thinking back to Jimmy's place because I think the guy, the Playa Azul guy, still kind of had something to do with Jimmy's place, the lease and all that.
Yeah, he was probably still bringing hookers in.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about that.
I never
actually
went to
good old
Jimmy's
days.
when they
I've
were
been to
open.
Jimmy's place and
I've heard enough stories. I feel like I owned the place.
dude, Jimmy's place was cool to chill and have a beer because it was down the street from my house. I didn't have to fucking drive. But
Michael loved going there.
Michael fucking lived there.
Yeah.
Him, who's that guy? Spencer, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, he lived on anyone that lived on Grismer was
oh yeah,
Jimmy's place regular. Yeah. And then you probably still got people that lived on
ton of people.
Yeah, Grismer. But you got I know that a lot of the younger crowd still kind of went there to Empire Tavern, but a lot of the old heads that used to go to Jimmy's place stopped going to Empire as much, even though it was more inviting. I feel like,
dude, there were times where I was at Empire and people would walk in and be like, "Oh, this isn't Jimmy's place anymore."
Yep,
and would walk out,
which is dumb because you guys pour way better beer than fucking Jimmy's place.
I ashed in my seltzer. I'm going to drink it anyway. So,
are you sure? Oh man!
I mean, I don't know. For those of you who are listening, it is 7:30 in the morning.
7:30 in the morning. Yeah, dude.
We've shotgunned 4 Bud Lights. Let me get that sponsor.
Let's get that sponsorship. Dude,
I love seltzers, by the way. I love the trend. If I had to describe a seltzer to somebody, I would say it's Four Loko CBD.
Hey,
that is
Four Loko CBD. It's Four Loko Light, dude.
The frat boys doing coke on the boat.
Saturdays are for the boys, but Sundays for the seltzers.
You still talk to some of your regulars?
Yeah. So James.
Yeah.
James the main. Who's one of the first.
Oh,
regulars.
dude. Wait, is James the alien guy that would talk to me all the time?
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. Shout out
even
James.
dude, I like aliens as much as the next guy. Unless the next guy is James. I mean, he just too much sometimes.
Oh, he was talking about because I used to work on Ancient Aliens, and this guy would talk to me about alien theories and all that. I was like, dude, I only worked on maybe like 3 episodes, and I'm an assistant. I don't have to research everything. Now on this other show that I researched for, we kind of strayed away from aliens. We're talking about more like the macabre and just like and curiosities, of the world. Yeah. But when he was talking to me about aliens, like, what's your favorite alien theory? I'm like, oh shit. So like I just had to think.
One where they exist.
The one where they exist, and they came down and picked someone up and then dropped them back off like a good prom date. Yeah.
I think the best night with James was when we went to the Empire Tavern late night after we were already drunk.
Yes.
And we saw that UFO. Oh my God. We saw a UFO, and then James was like, "You guys fucking saw it, dude."
Yeah. So we're in my backyard. We're chilling, like we're drinking, we're having whiskey, we're having some scotch, and then I'm looking up at the sky, and I see this light just kind of like floating, and then it zoom shoots off, and we're like, that wasn't a shooting star, dude. That bitch was floating there, and then it just.
Yeah.
And then we're like, all right, whatever, dude. We were like, fucking aliens or whatever. But then we went to the Empire Tavern right after because we fucking walked there because it's literally like 2 blocks from my house. I was like, fuck it, dude. And we run into James and the other guy. Who's the other guy? It's always James and that one dude.
Was he taller, a little bit older?
Yeah, a little tall. Yeah. They were there and they were like, oh yeah, we saw. We were talking to them, and then I think Willie mentioned that I worked on Ancient Aliens. Like, oh, that's so cool, blah, 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 aliens. And he was like, dude, we saw something right over here. I was like, wait a fucking minute, dude. Where? And we go outside to the back because you can go through the back parking lot. And then he pointed up at the palm tree, and to the right of that palm tree, that's exactly where we were looking. Yeah. And I was like, dude, did it just float there and then shoot off in that direction? It was like southbound. And like, yeah, we saw the same fucking thing.
Do you remember what that ended up being? It was a SpaceX.
Yeah,
it was a SpaceX.
Yeah, it was SpaceX. It was a SpaceX.
Flight.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it, dude.
But we can go with aliens.
I was about to say, Willie, I call bullshit on almost all of your conspiracy theories. Aliens, I will go balls deep in.
How do you guys? So I guess this is where we'll end it. How do you guys feel about the alien DNA?
Alien DNA and demon sperm.
What's her name, Zach? The doctor.
I don't know her name.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Too many consonants. I forgot.
Is she also the girl from the meme? Like it's she's like, well, and then she just like backs up.
No, this is some random.
Oh, okay.
She was I think she came up in like Nigeria or Malawi or something.
The meme is like I mean she's I think she's in Africa.
She's the witch doctor.
And then she gets asked a question and she's like clearly like doesn't know the answer. She's like, well, it's a good question. And then she's like kind of just like backs up. Like,
her name is Dr. Stella Emanuel.
That's right.
Yeah, and then I'm just reading off the source. It says after Facebook and Twitter removed the controversial video for misinformation, Dr. Stella Emanuel said Jesus Christ would cause Facebook to be down and that the social networking site was not bigger than God. And that's who we're, I guess, depending on a cure for Corona.
Can we just go around really quick? Do you believe in God?
I believe that. I don't believe in.
It just sounds like no.
No, I believe that there's like a higher power, but I don't think in like the everyday concept of God.
Answer: daily double.
That's a daily.
Like I consider like Mother Nature a God.
Right,
I think that is like God.
Because I think there is a higher power, and people. I mean, like our entire history as a civilization.
I believe in like a great creator.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think do you like? Does a dog think that like you're God? Like if you provide all this food, water,
Oh, it goes back to cargo cults. One of the first episodes of Ancient Aliens I worked on was about cargo cults and how people like in these like Polynesian islands and when fucking American soldiers or even like British anyone of a progressed in society came over with technology and all that.
I mean, you bring an iPad to an African.
Oh, dude, they think you're a deity. Yeah, you're God. You're the God you're the sky god or you're whatever God. And then, they all that. And it's funny because a lot of these cargo cults will imitate shit like that. Like one of the theories that we brought up in my episode was like, there was a spaceman that came down, and they covered themselves in like a straw basket and all that shit to make them look like an astronaut or some kind of space being.
Right.
But then like a lot of these cargo cults, they're called cargo cults because the soldiers or the military would drop off cargo like boxes and crates of stuff, aid and food and shit, and leave Western technology with them, and they try to replicate it with like bamboo, straw, all this shit. It's super crazy. But yeah, that's the thing. Like if you have no information like other than what you are presented on a day to day,
right?
Anything outside of it, you're gonna think extraterrestrial, outside of the normal, or like beyond.
Can an alien be a god?
That's
the
basis of ancient aliens.
Here's my theory on this. Here's my theory on like aliens. So let's say this black cord in the center of the table is the Big Bang, right?
Why can't it be brown?
Okay, well, because it's black. Okay, so here is our solar system, and here's another solar system. During the Big Bang, everything expands, right?
Rude.
I know.
Sorry.
So everything expands, right? Mm-hmm. And so right now we're right here. Right in time.
Why can't it be over there?
So right here, civilization has advanced so much further, right? Because they had a head start. You see that?
Or they had access to different technology
But I feel like they experienced the same time.
Their world developed ahead of ours.
Yeah, because like just by a chance of them, right? So their technology is so advanced that they can like go back towards the center, and you'll find newer civilizations. So that's my theory on like aliens. Like they're just coming back towards the center, and because time kind of is slower there.
So rather than
they're so advanced.
So rather than us living in the same plane of existence, they're able to hop between different. They're extra dimensional rather than extraterrestrial.
Well, I don't.
Well, extra dimension. Well, that's what you're kind of saying, like. Because if you go, no, you're talking about they experience the same time, but they say they're in the same plane of existence as but they split apart because of their own, because
just on the
certain variables,
just
literal
states, because you know how it's just an expansion.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, this just got further ahead of us.
Why?
Just on they were just.
That's the thing. You have to think about why. What variables come into play?
Well, I think
on
he's
saying,
and correct me if I'm wrong, but you're saying just the rate at which the universe expanded. They were
just by
earlier.
because let's say this is our solar system right now, right?
Yeah.
We're right. Earth is right here. This seltzer, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But there's other little clusters and all that all around us.
Yeah.
So
the
those
White Claw galaxy over there.
Yeah, dude. So those could have experienced like their time.
Yeah,
is probably their planet is so much millions and millions of years older than us.
Right. Okay.
So they've had that time to get their shit together, explore, and then so they're finally coming like, oh, let's check out over here in this solar system.
So you're talking about everyone like so. There's a possibility that different rates of expansion
from the
even though we all started at the same
Big
point.
Bang. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. It's like
no, I see what you mean now.
So the further you're out from the Big Bang, with the center of the Big Bang, the more advanced because you had more time to.
Yeah, because your trajectory is completely different from the
because what are the odds of us being the only one who has an ozone layer and water and all that shit?
Well, they're discovering a lot of planets now that are close to what we are, like the perfect conditions to have life.
And the thing is, like finding a planet that is habitable, that we can observe, is like the same probability of like finding a family member who lives in the same neighborhood.
True.
It's like there is so much out there that we A, don't even know, and B, can't even make projections for.
Exactly, yeah.
But my whole God theory is I read this in a book because I read. I'm very well educated.
Very.
No, but it was pretty much it was a story of a father and his daughter, and they're walking, and she asked her dad, she's like, "Do you believe in God?" And he said, "No, I believe in the Creator's computer," which is pretty much like an avoidance like deity in the sense of like he said, praying to God when something goes wrong is like praying to Edison when a light bulb burns out.
Okay,
it's like they set the foundation and they fucking dipped. like you're left with what you are. Like they made the conditions right.
Yeah.
He's an absentee landlord.
It's
Exactly, yeah.
okay. I'm the devil.
He's a sadist. Have you seen that movie, right? Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
Like, it's true. Like, I get what you're saying with that. You know, I guess you want us all to have nightmares tonight. You know, by saying that. But
how's that nightmare?
that's scary as fuck.
Why?
You guys don't already have nightmares every night?
Yeah, dude. No, like I'm agnostic. I was raised fucking purebred Catholic. I went through all three stages of baptized when I didn't give. Of course, you can't fucking know what you're doing. You're getting dipped in water by a priest. Second, I did the communion because I thought I'm gonna get beat the fuck up by my parents if I don't do it. And then third, scariest is confirmation.
Yeah.
Confirmation. So, but here's the thing: they know. Like they're so, oh my God. So I did it through this program called Life Team.
It's like an interview for heaven.
Fuck these people, dude. I can't stand these people because the people I worked with were all fucking hypocrites. Okay, not all of them, excuse me. A good majority of the popular like youth leaders were fucking hypocrites because they're all fucking young chicks and they were already like 19, 20 and they're fucking like 16-year-olds and shit like that. Like they were fucking preying on these girls. It was disgusting. But that's another story.
That's the Catholic way.
Okay.
They were praying on their knees.
Oh yeah, dude. On their, but it was bad but they know how to break you. They know how to fuck. I got broken like a horse. Like I was a devout Catholic for at least like 6 straight months of like Jesus is everything. I was wearing the what would Jesus do shit. I believed in, dude, I hated myself. 10th grade Memo was a fucking tool. I wanted to beat the shit out of 10th grade Memo. But here's the thing. I think what got me really just like devoid of like God and all that was when like my grandpa died and things were just kind of going on a downhill slope in my life. Yeah. And then my mom was like, hey, God did this for a reason. And he's doing this for, I was like, he's a piece of shit. I thought he was, but growing up, then I realized, you know what? God is different for everyone.
I just think that life's a little bit too short to
give credit to one imaginary being,
but just to worry about every single thing you fucking do is going to be judged at one point in your life. Mm-hmm. You know, like if life's too short to not do what you want to do, like tell that girl or guy you like him, or go do that thing you want to do.
Cancel culture is. You make one bad joke, and so all of a sudden, your entire career is just gone. That's exactly what cancel culture is. And so now, like, heaven's gonna be pretty much the same thing. Hey, you sinned.
There's
you're
different
saying
levels,
it's full of
though.
bowl cut hipsters.
There's different levels.
Heaven is just a bunch of bowl cut hipsters.
You think
God is a bowl cut hipster?
A bunch of Edgars.
I mean, the Catholics' version of heaven.
God's a Karen.
Then,
you think the founders of Burgerama are gonna go to heaven?
Dude, oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to talk. This is probably going to be the last time I wear this shirt, man, and I'm upset because I really liked this shirt. It's a tie dye. It says Burgerama 3.
There's a burger
and
on
there's
it?
a bunch of there's a burger on it. There's a bunch of like bands on the back, like the Growlers. Again, not the best example because they're
lame as fuck, dude.
Well, yeah. Now, did you hear about?
No, I always thought they were lame as fuck.
What happened?
Same thing with Burgerama. How they were like accusations and like sexual shit, and it's like fuck.
God damn, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, the drums played there. Yeah. So now it's just I can't wear this shirt, and I'm really.
How do you feel about though with everything going on with Burgerama? Like, are you surprised or?
I mean, I don't know anything about the record. I just went to their festival because like I liked a bunch of those bands.
I mean, if you've been a part of like an indie like independent scene, in a smaller scale, you could know the bad shit that happens underneath or like behind the scenes, especially when you worked it, and then you can only imagine how bad it is
when money's pumped into it.
When there's real money and real names pumped into it, like you can only imagine how fucking bad it is.
What about you, Zach? What do you think with everything going on Burgerama? Like,
or if you know,
touring, like basically what these bands are doing.
They're an OC indie like record label. And
kill them.
All right.
The second you said OC, I was over it.
What the tour managers were doing is they were grooming underage girls to go on tour with these bands.
They were Chris D'Elia.
I mean, that's like the entire pop punk scene.
Oh, okay. All right. He's right, dude. It was a simple plan. Like that went wrong. Continue. Sorry, I don't think Simple Plan ever got canceled.
Yeah, but like these girls came out and said like they were being drove across state lines at 17, 16 years
Oh,
old.
they were they would say that they were being convinced to join the bands. Like they didn't know they were being groupies.
Yeah.
They didn't know they were being groupies. It was given another word.
But it's also like, what did you think was happening?
Yeah, but I guess the way I look at it is like,
that's the scary. That's the blurred line.
I'm not victim blaming.
No, not at all.
But it's one of those things where it's just like.
But how old were these girls?
Anywhere from the range of 15 to 17 years old.
That's the issue.
17 is way too old.
Yeah, but look
in a sense, yeah, like no, and then especially now. Well, okay, when did Burger Records really start getting like big? And
like,
maybe
probably like 5 years ago.
2013.
Like 2013. 2013 to 2016 was like a big exponential growth of like their popularity.
Yeah.
And that's when you start seeing like Burgerama happening, and then a lot of bands were doing
Abercrombie
Burger
and
Records
Fitch
shows.
did something with Burgerama.
Was it Abercrombie and Fitch or was it American Apparel?
Fitch and American Apparel.
I think
they opened a
Or
store on
something like
Sunset.
that. Yeah.
But I guess like what I'm trying to say is, you know, the way I look at it is like back in the 70s and 80s. During like
dude.
peace, love, and all that shit, like you had the same shit going on.
I was in 70s and 80s, dude.
Like, if
80s was cocaine.
If you can sell an idea, that carries over decades. Like you're saying, in the 70s and 80s, if you're selling this message of love and peace,
Yeah.
everything falls under that umbrella.
Right.
Almost like religion, like we were saying.
Yeah.
A lot of corrupt shit happens in organized religion, but it's all under this guise of universal love and peace. So it's kind of like you kind of get a pass in the eyes of a lot of people.
Yeah, true. It's very scary. It's if you can it's polishing a turd in a sense. In a sense, it's like polishing a turd. If you could sell a turd, people will buy it.
Yep.
People will fucking buy it. It's ridiculous. But it's just there's a lot of things that you have to like really weigh in when you think about like if we're talking about Burger Records. We know that there's information passed out to younger kids. Don't go with people you don't know. Don't go across state lines.
But no, like,
people you just met. And I'm not victim blaming at all. I'm not at all. But it's just like we got to really ramp up this awareness. Like we really got to get these kids aware of the dangers of the world. There's a lot of fun to be had in these kind of things.
It's like a cult.
Sure. In a cult, yeah, dude. You got to know you got to see the red flags.
But what happened to like what happened to personal responsibility?
That's what I'm saying.
So like what
that's
happened,
what I'm trying to get to.
If I go somewhere with you, Zach, and you see, and like we're both 15, 16, and I see you going somewhere with someone, are you see me? Are you just gonna let me go, or you be like, what the fuck's going on?
But when you're 15, 16, it's hard to have a voice, especially when everyone else is, adults and shit. Like you're the kid that everyone knows. You're the kid.
I don't like that line of thinking because it's kind of like age is one thing, but you also have to think these 15 to 17-year-olds, they're targeted for a reason, and that's
because it's easy pickings.
Exactly. So I mean, it's less accountability on those teens and their friends, and more so it's like they're being exploited. Right
no, true, very much so. Yeah,
it's
true. No, you're right. Yeah, I'm not saying that these fuckers that are pulling the strings to make this happen are free to go. Oh fuck no, dude, they're scum. They're terrible.
If I'm 15 and Willie's 15 and he's like, oh, this awesome band wants to take me on tour, I would be like, that's great,
go,
man.
Bro.
Right?
To hang out or what?
It's very like short-sighted.
Yeah, I get what Zach's saying. You're not thinking about the double-edged sword. You're not thinking about the other side of it.
Well, a good majority of these cases they know that you're out of, let's say, 20 in a group of 20, maybe 15 are going to be on the fence but might still go, and 5 of them are going to be like, nah, fuck you. Or 10 of them are going to be like on the fence, 5 of them are going to be like, fuck yeah, I'm going. 5 are going to be no.
And it's a herd mentality.
Yeah, it's a herd mentality. And then you don't want to be labeled as that fucking loser. Like, he gave up on a good time.
I guess like
it's just tough.
The only reason I brought that up because like as a 15, 16-year-old kid, like that's the way I thought. But not everyone of that age is going to think the same way. But, it took all these years for something to be said. But
I mean,
like,
how do we are we pro or anti pedophilia?
I'm pretty anti-pedophilia. Yeah, dude, that shit. Child sexual abuse is just disgusting. Like,
I think that is like the most evil thing
that
exists in the
world.
world.
Oh fuck yeah,
like,
dude.
And a lot of them are victims of the same exact thing.
That's the worst part. The cycle continues. Like it's fucked up, but it's just crazy because like, how do you stop it? We try to stop. People are trying to stop it. It just keeps happening.
We'll see what happens with the Ghislaine Maxwell
fuck,
thing
dude.
and seeing what
on this podcast.
We don't call her
on this podcast, buddy.
Call her Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine
Maxwell. That's
right.
She doesn't get her proper with her dumb spelling.
Fuck that bitch.
She doesn't deserve it.
No, dog.
God, no.
Ghislaine,
That's just not happening.
I think that's going to be very telling as to how we deal with these
they
issues.
just killed the judge.
Yeah.
They just killed her.
No, not the judge.
No, they just killed her son.
Yeah.
And shot her
Here's
husband.
the thing about that, though, and I'm not one to be like, oh, I'm a truth seeker. This is what actually happened.
Truth seeker.
But the guy that killed her son and shot her husband, that was a personal beef.
You think so?
I know so because she presided over a case dealing with that murderer.
If you want that beef, I hope you like it overcooked.
So that was a personal beef that the media was just like, oh, this is because of their ties to the Epstein case.
I never heard about that.
It was absolutely a personal thing.
But people just tied it into like the conspiracy.
Right, because it's easy and it's fun to think about.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like.
But what do you think? Like with that, like, because they're moving her from cell to cell every day, and like with everything that happened with Epstein, to this day, I think we can all agree he did not kill himself.
No,
not at all. But like,
here's my crazy conspiracy theory: he did kill it. No, I'm just kidding.
But I don't know though. I feel like
he's still alive. No.
With Maxwell, I feel like it's going to be a bigger thing than.
Well, because it's almost like fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me twice, shame on me. So with the Epstein thing, it's like, okay, we can get away with just straight up murdering this guy and saying, oops, he killed himself.
Yeah.
But if you do it twice, that's just,
no one's
gonna buy it. And no one's buying Epstein
the first
either,
one, yeah.
But it's plausible deniability.
Or what if Maxwell gets contracted with COVID?
I thought she did.
That's an easy way out. So it's like, okay, she didn't kill herself. COVID.
She got tested positive for COVID.
Yeah,
and that was one of the conspiracies. Like, oh, all of a sudden she got she has COVID and she's supposed to be in jail and shit.
One of the theories is that she made a deal because she sold her spot and then she bought or rented a house close to where she's going to be staying at in the prison.
Yeah.
So I guess she's just going to start getting comfortable.
I just want the Clintons to go down.
Yo, I think that's one of the main things, dude, that people are talking about.
You want the Democratic Party to go down because they're so far like.
Well, what does the Democratic Party even mean anymore? Like,
it's the Clinton Party. It's the Clinton Party.
It's become pretty clear that they don't support the interests of the left. Or
dude, look at what's going on right now.
Yeah, dude,
okay?
straight up.
Like, and we talked about this last podcast. Like, it's going to be really hard for me to vote this year.
I'm not going to vote. Like,
all right, cool. So you're on the same boat as me.
I mean, we're in California. If we were in North Carolina, I would vote.
Yeah,
just because it's like we're not voting for Joe Biden. We're voting for that Supreme Court replacement. We are voting for all the things that will trickle down from that.
Yeah.
But that's a shitty position to be in because if you're the DNC, you're supposed to represent the interests of the people.
Yeah,
not
definitely.
vice versa.
No, not at all. Yeah.
They're saying, oh, you guys want Bernie? Well, we don't like Bernie, so we're going to give you Biden, and then we're going to threaten you with Trump if you don't vote for Biden.
That poor man, Bernie, is going to die trying to fight for a cause that he believes in,
and he'll happily do it.
You know, that's the thing. He understands. It's sad. I think he's accepting where he stands in this history, but he's going to make the best. I think he's going to make the best of it for himself, at least, or for the world. But
if I was Bernie, I'd blow it up. So the level of decorum that he's shown by just bowing out and accepting it and still trying to fight for change within his Senate seat, it's like that's really the most you can do.
Well, during the riots, dude, I was getting still text messages just from Bernie's campaign, not even for his campaign, but donate to the ACLU or stuff like that.
That speaks volumes, man.
It does. Dude, Joe Biden texts me for more money than my friends do.
I'm thinking of one in particular.
Joe Biden does not deserve to be president. I mean, straight up. It's just like they're just trying to spoon feed an alternative right now.
You think you're gonna vote for AOC when she runs?
I mean, right now I would like to say yes, but it's also that's not going to be for another at least 6 or 7 years.
I think
because she's like 29 right now, so by the time I think she'd be eligible 2028. I mean, we'll see where she stands.
Yeah.
This is here's my take on AOC.
I'm assuming you're not on the AOC train fully.
I'm not.
Okay, all right, explain.
I like her. I respect her. I love what she's doing. But it says a lot about the hand that we've been dealt as liberals, where it's like you get one person in a House seat or a congresswoman who has a decent head on her shoulders, and we're chanting for her to be president. Like, that's sad. It's like the first person that gives a shit about anything, and we're like, that's the best person ever, and it's like, that sucks.
Yeah, when we deserve, and honestly, like, we deserve to have a handful of people that we can sort out. But it seems like we're just going with whatever comes our way right now because holy fuck, we are desperate.
I would love to one day have the choice between like several different AOC types.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just one who is fighting for our interests.
It's like
she seems to be the only one right now.
It's like finding the last roll of toilet paper at a supermarket.
Yeah,
sure.
Dude. Yeah. Thanks for bringing it back to COVID, bud. No, but it's true though, because she is not terrible. And people will agree and disagree with her with a lot of things, or the way she's kind of just like, they may think she's a little more radical about certain ideals than, people would be comfortable with. But in a sense, what I'm hoping AOC does, and with the help of Bernie as well, is to inspire more people to become what we want and need.
But don't you think that also that plays into the fact of, I think you'll be able to comment on this too. Like, I feel like liberals in today's age, everyone is just so sensitive to the point where there's no middle ground. There's no conversation.
Well, it's all about the narrative.
Yeah, it's the narrative.
Whatever fits your narrative, that's what you're going to go for. And if we had better politicians, it would be a better conversation.
Well,
but right now, it's just like we're gung-ho for AOC because she's the only one who gives a shit. And it's like, I'm not faulting her for that.
It's not her fault.
It's not her fault. And and that's exactly why Trump won, because he was able to illustrate a narrative that fit the majority to get the majority vote in wherever he got.
Do you remember where you were when Trump won?
Oh yeah, I had just finished up an open mic in Santa Cruz. I was in my first year doing comedy. I was at this shitty dive bar in Santa Cruz called The Pocket.
Okay.
And the open mic had finished, and the election results were still rolling in, and all the comics were just burying their head in their hands watching, because it had been over by that point. It was just like,
no, it was over.
We're waiting for Hillary to call and concede, and we were just like,
me and Memo came home to our moms crying.
Yeah. My mom wasn't. She was scared for sure. My mom was very worried. Not worried because it would directly affect her.
Yeah.
Because my mom's in a decent place, and your mom too. Your mom wasn't.
She was upset.
She was upset
really
because my mom's an immigrant.
My mom's first generation.
And your mom's first generation. So your mom understands the scares
hardship
and struggles of an immigrant. My mom understands what being an immigrant was about, and I understand her struggle, and I can sympathize and empathize. And the fact that this guy was coming in, who he himself it'll never be completely defined how racist he is or isn't. But the people that back him up see us as targets. Immigrants and the children of immigrants as targets.
Well, what happened?
And that's what
happened soon after Charlottesville.
Yeah, Charlottesville, dude. Well, and I'm just saying, like, it was scary to think that a man was able to rally a sect of people to paint red targets on people who didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
People who did not deserve to be seen as enemies.
Well, it's an us versus them mentality that was just pushed.
It's just and that's the thing, like it's a very similar idea as to what's going on with like AOC and a lot of these kind of more radical.
But that goes back to the conversation we were having with Zach on the break. Mm-hmm. You really see who people really are.
Yeah.
It's the same idea. Yeah. Like when somebody in power has the same ideology as you, you no longer feel like I have to hide this.
Did you guys see the amount of like Trump supporters that were in the closet until he got elected?
Oh, bro,
they were
dude,
so quiet, and then as soon as that,
I have a
Trump joined, oh my God, so happy. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Where have you been? Like when everyone was posting, like you're just quiet because you know it's fucking bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
Well, the thing is, like, dude, I'm from the South. My dad is a Trump supporter. Last time I went home for
So is
Christmas,
mine, and it's so
Trump
confusing.
2020 flag in the fucking yard.
But thanks for
And
letting us use your MacBook.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no, we go back and forth on it. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're so. That's not.
Hold on,
what
we
it's like.
interrupted Zach. I'm sorry.
sorry,
Excuse me.
Harley Davidson sticker. We should have known.
So your dad
Might
has
as well say Blue Lives Matter.
your dad has that, has that
He
flag.
has one of those.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
He has the blue flag one.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, on the
Okay.
back of his
the
truck.
thin
We
blue
won't-
line.
So
That's for another day, guys.
My dad is one of those guys,
Yeah.
and it's like, look, I get it from like a literal perspective, like I understand.
Yeah.
But it's also like he likes to deny that Trump is emboldening racists, and he's like, well, how is he doing that? And it's like, dude, everybody thinks Trump is just this fucking idiot that's in office. Like, we're not giving him enough credit.
No,
he's
absolutely,
he's fucking manipulative. And this
he's smart. He's a smart
this
manipulative
language
asshole.
that he uses exists in a gray area, so that when racists hear that, they can spin it in their own way.
Yeah.
And it's just enabling. And it's fucking disgusting. And it's like, if you ask, and I swear to God, like my stepdad, my dad, his wife, her whole family, if you ask them why they support Trump, they can't tell you why. It's just they speak in platitudes. That
Damn,
are just
dude.
like, oh, well, we don't want the Dems to take all the money for people who don't want to work.
And then you say, but why?
It's like,
And I'm like, just cause.
I don't have enough energy to argue with them. It's
Right.
just you guys are too far gone. Anything he does, you're gonna find a way to justify it. And this is why there's no progress.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
for my dad, his parents came during the 70s from El Salvador during the Civil War.
yeah.
And so
That always baffles me when children of immigrants start siding with this guy. I'm like,
yeah, no, but so I'm coming at it as like, okay, how can a man who's clearly, when we saw Straight Outta Compton together in the theaters, and when we came out, you know that scene when they were recording, I guess they went out to have a smoke break or whatever, the cop came in and started like harassing them, searching them.
Yeah.
So my dad was talking about that scene. He's like, yeah, man, I remember cops used to like do that shit all the time.
yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, oh, that sucks and whatever. So and then now he's like, so like, oh, that's my president, and I'm like, what the fuck? But like he's like, why, what, like for the Black Lives Matter protest, like those fucking people, why are they fucking rioting and stuff? And I'm like trying to explain to him, like, those people don't represent the movement.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
that's not what, that wasn't supposed to happen.
They're
like,
there to disrupt the movement.
Yeah, like one bad apple.
Yeah.
Out of like 100 or whatever.
You know what though? I understand your point, but I'm half and half on it.
Yeah.
And I had this conversation with a couple people. And even my most liberal family and my most right wing family, we've had this conversation. I guess the way I looked at it, for not all of the rioters, but some of them, you got to think about it, man. Nobody's working. Nobody was working. Everyone was like getting ready to be homeless. Of course, they took advantage of a situation to fucking get what they needed to get. But also when you're breaking into fucking family owned stores.
That's exactly
like,
the point. Like, what are you
you're
doing?
hurting your own community.
But
when it was
did you see the store owner crying because like I was riding in like with you guys. Why are you guys doing this to my store?
Like fuck a Gucci store. Fuck all that shit.
I heard the Adidas and Nike store.
These are valid points, but we can't generalize a movement.
That's exactly
based
the
on
point.
Not everybody.
looting,
I mean, like if you look at a protest, there's hundreds of people, maybe even thousands of people. Do you think everybody's on the same page?
No.
Absolutely not.
Hell no, dude.
There are people who want chaos and who want anarchy and are gonna start lighting fires and fucking
Straight
shit
up.
up. And it's like you cannot lump them in.
No, not at
with
all.
the people who want real social change.
You don't think though that like the problem is that no one's willing to put their line on the neck to become a voice?
Their neck on the line.
Neck on the line to become a voice for the
No,
movement?
I think quite the opposite. I think this has been an opportunity for people to put their neck on the line and put their name on the line for positive change.
Well, yeah, because a lot of
seeing a
people
lot
have
of-
nothing left to lose anymore.
Exactly.
A
And
lot of people
That's what's becoming
lost
clear is
everything.
like, oh, the people who were in charge don't have our best interests in mind. Well, we have to take this into our own hands.
Yeah. No,
And
it's definitely.
And just because there's some, like I said earlier, like, oh, I saw Joker and now I want to go light a fire in the street.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't, like, this asshole that's lighting a dumpster on fire, he doesn't represent the Black Lives Matter movement.
No.
You know, he represents his own fucked up ideal of what he wants to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of generalization, even, I mean, like on both sides, but.
Yeah. It's just an over exaggeration of emotion.
I don't think there's like a clear
way.
picture though, either way.
No, and that's the problem.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest problems we're facing, dude. It's fucked up.
I mean, ever since Clay Aiken and Ruben Studdard,
oh, dude,
the United States of America have just been split.
Yeah,
I remember one time I was in the car and we were playing that Jay-Z Linkin Park split.
Oh no,
I thought that was the end of racism.
Okay, so alright, so that's where I'm going. So that's where I'm going. Like my friend was like, racism in the early 2000s? Get the fuck out of my face. Jay-Z did a fucking album with Linkin Park. No, man, but it's just I feel like now more than ever,
turn off your shoulders.
now more than ever, we're in time for change. But I could only imagine the backlash if Trump wins again, which he's gonna win again, and the backlash if these cops who killed George Floyd do not get charged and sentenced.
Well, in all of these cases, Breonna Taylor, everything.
The Breonna Taylor one, and I'll admit it's hairy.
It's a little hairy.
I think the reason why nothing has happened yet is because her boyfriend at the time got into a firefight with the police.
Fuck.
I mean,
God damn it.
That's literally what happened. That's fucking tough. Like, should they have been there? Absolutely not. Should they have had their guns pulled and start shooting? Absolutely not. But from his perspective, somebody comes into your house, they don't identify themselves, and they have guns. Yeah, you're going to draw your fucking weapon.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is something. But the George Floyd thing, I think, was the strongest. I think that's
very
the strongest case.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no excuse for that.
None at all.
There's no way you could fucking deny without being a piece of shit that something was wrong there.
Yeah, that something was askew for sure. Like, if you're trying to defend police work with that, bro, you need to really reassess your values, bro.
What's going on in his head?
Well, that's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Do that, dude.
I was a shortstop when I played Little League, but for a few games I played catcher, and you had to kneel down for that. And that shit is not comfortable.
No, not at all.
I had trouble getting through half an inning kneeling down.
Yeah.
So for you to kneel for almost 9 minutes, it's like that's saying something.
Yeah, for sure.
That is really saying something.
Yeah.
And,
and someone's neck isn't soft.
Well,
not at all, dude. That's not a cushion.
The case just grew and grew. Like they knew each other years prior.
Well, yeah.
That's a right wing talking point. Is they're trying to deny the racism by saying it was personal.
Oh, so they're using that as
using that.
I haven't heard that perspective.
I have not heard that perspective.
They used to work at a nightclub together.
Yeah, they were both security guards.
So they said they had personal beef. So that when he was on the beat, and then the whole thing happened with the counterfeit 20s, he had personal beef with him, which is why he did that.
But either way, like, how can that even be a right-wing talking point?
No, that is wrong.
Because they're ignoring the racism.
They're ignoring the racism in it. That is.
So it's more of a person. It's not about color. It's about personal.
About these two individual men.
Yeah.
As opposed to it being a systemic problem.
Yeah.
So,
damn. So they're even going that far.
That's what I'm saying.
To not even deny it, but just give it another face.
I have never seen conservatives think this much.
Dead ass though, he's right.
I mean, they are fucking digging,
dude.
They're digging for that last piece of seed, bro.
God damn, that's so bad. Holy shit.
So, well, and then I think it was last week everyone started getting seeds from China.
Oh, those seeds. Fuck, dude.
I'll tell you what that is exactly. It's these people who are trying to become an online marketplace that you need reviews to become accredited.
Right.
So what they'll do is they'll fake these sales, and instead of sending out actual products, they'll send just something that has weight to it, but it's worthless to get the good reviews. Hence that. But I think it's hilarious.
It was fucking funny.
Yeah, that's weird.
Do you think China is really like, we're going to have like a diabolical plan, but it's going to work? You're going to have to work for it.
Oh, you're going to have to grow these. You have to wait a little bit.
What was that one? I saw a meme. It was like, send these bitches back to China. And it was like a little Ziploc bag with those spiky seeds that you find on in grass and shit.
Yeah, little sandspurs.
Yeah, sandspur. Just send these bitches back to China, see how they like it.
I also love how they were like, like, okay, if you get any seeds in the mail, don't plant them. It's like, dude, I get junk mail. I don't even throw it away.
It just sits there for a minute,
go
dude.
out in the garden and
Yo, these randomly came in the mail. I don't remember ordering them.
It's
Let's
like-
see what they turn into.
it's a Mao Zedong chia pet.
They knew that they'd be freaked out. If it looks like anthrax, they'll get scared. But if it doesn't look like anthrax, they might do something with it.
It looks like coarse ground pepper.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of Godzilla eggs and shit.
Oh, dude.
That would be Japan.
That would be Japan. Wrong one, buddy.
Canceled.
Oh, dude. This is great, guys. But I think
I think that's all the time we have for today, guys.
Zach, where can our people find you on the social medias, or what do you want to pit? What do you want to throw out there? Any plugs? Anything?
It's got to be Twitter. I mean, that's
Yeah,
all.
dude.
That's literally
What's your
all
handle,
I've
man?
been doing. At Zack V, Zackvee. That is my handle. A lot of dumb shit, a lot of lighthearted shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's my Twitter. Yeah, a lot of dumb shit.
That is literally all I have since stand up is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Because I honestly used to be more of an Instagram guy, because when you're doing shit and you're doing shows, you take pictures and you take photos of people. And
Right.
You have clips.
Mhm.
Like I was a big Instagram guy, but since this all happened, it's like I've done nothing on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's all Twitter now. It's just like, here are my ideas, validate me.
Well, go follow our homie Zach on Instagram and Twitter, and follow and go make sure to subscribe to Chris's OnlyFans coming soon.
Yeah.
Coming soon. What would you do? Did you even think of a name? Like what it would be if you could think of
No.
one?
I want to get my friend to help me with writing some videos.
Some scenarios and shit.
Yeah, I think honestly she's gonna be a really great writer, but right now no one's really working, but I'm like I like the way her brain works. I'm like, I think she can help me
Just
lot
have a
with
little
this.
back and forth with her, see what you can think of.
Yeah.
Think of some good scenarios.
Tell me, what do women want?
But guys, this has been Anything for the Podcast, where everything and anything goes.
Follow us on Instagram at AFT Podcast. Follow us on YouTube at Anything for the Podcast. Spotify as well.
Spotify.
Anything for the Podcast.
That's how I've been listening.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
we're on Google Podcasts.
Oh,
too,
you're
if
the
you
one.
Do that. Yeah, he's the one. He's the one. Subscribe.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
All right.
Absolutely.